just feel awkward making one family stay down here while everyone else can go back to bed. That's
Well,
the only reason to point them out. But
mm,
either way, you got the spells. Whoever you want to talk to, go for it, champ. I'll follow your lead.
so I just want to get people's thoughts first. So if I suggestion the father, then do we think we get them both, or are we thinking I'm going to have to do one on both?
The mother's been quiet, right? She hasn't said anything.
She was a bit pitchy when Donnie picked up their dead daughter and moved her without their consent.
Right, might have burned a few bridges there.
Might have.
Hey,
okay.
I'm just setting you up to be the best cop in the world. You're going to be a real swell guy. Apologize for me being so rude. Feel free to let him know that I lived in the streets until like 2 weeks ago, so that's
People's skills aren't on point.
I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it.
It's been more than 2 weeks, I think.
Of travel time, I have no idea. I will say a fortnight. A fortnight. Total.
Maybe. Okay, so how many?
SJ, which sorcery metamagics did you get?
By
the way,
double check. Subtle spell and twin spell. So I could do that, but I think that's
yeah. I thought I remembered you saying that you had twin spell because you can. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can twin suggestion as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of figuring you could do something
like a helpful hint.
So you would twin it instead of subtle.
They would know it's happening, but then once it happens, it's
what
there.
level spell slot is suggesting that?
Can we do both at the same time?
Technically, yes.
I mean, but like, is subtle spell necessary if you're getting both of them? Because it's like once they're under the suggestion, they're not gonna. Protest.
Yeah.
I thought subtle spell was necessary when like the other one that was not affected was going to be like, what the hell did you just do to my spouse? And I assume the suggestion is going to be something along the lines of, let us help the investigation, or,
so we
let us investigate freely or something like that.
Right. So I am going to convert one first level spell slot into one sorcery point. That puts me up to 2 sorcery points. And yeah, I'm going to have to do it like that regardless. Then who's coming with me to this investigation?
I would say the doctor should probably more at least.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Can we have a living lie detector come with us as well?
Who casts detect thoughts, by the way?
That would be me. Wait, please tell me that's not a concentration sort of spell. Oh, that is annoying. That is quite annoying, actually. But good that you mentioned it. So detect thoughts. I mean, suggestion is concentration. So that means I can't do anything there. But if they're being compliant with the investigation, then we can get everything out of them before, without needing to detect their thoughts.
Can you just suggest, like, answering your questions? Is that an option?
I mean, I need to make the wording of the suggestion broad enough so that they'll help with any additional stuff. Because it's it could be a short thing. Like if I say, help tell us why she died, and then if the parent says, "Oh, I got angry and pushed her by mistake," that's all we get. But
well, I don't think that happened though.
I don't think that happened either, but I was giving a short example.
But
I want to say something that is open so that we can get as much information out as possible. But then also it has to be reasonable because they're distressed parents, so I need to word it.
Can you have a compound suggestion, or can you calm down and answer my questions? Is that an option?
Okay, let me read the.
I feel like that's a pretty broad.
Limited to a sentence or two. I really hope elves can be charmed.
Oh, that's
I
right.
think they have resistance.
Oh, they do.
They have resistance.
Well,
so
no,
I
I think they might. I think they might actually.
I would
be
know
able
my
to.
spell, and I would turn to
Our
Mervyn
resident half
and
elf.
say, "Do you know if elves can be charmed?"
I
Like 90%.
give
Like
me
90%
just this.
actually.
I can't.
Elves
I'm
have-
looking it up right now.
Elves have an advantage against charming,
They can't
not
do it.
immunity. Because
Right,
that
'cause
would be immunity to charming would be ridiculous for a for a base element of
Right.
a
I knew,
race.
I knew that I as a half elf had that, but I wasn't sure if full elves had like a buff version of it.
Yeah.
But
No,
okay,
they-
so yeah.
Magical sleep is what they can't.
Yeah,
have.
Yeah, magic
yeah.
can't put you to sleep. Yeah, me neither. Or Todd. Todd also can't be put to sleep. Todd doesn't sleep.
Right. So before we go in there, I'm going to think of the wording. So this will be to both of them. Please, can you peacefully help us resolve this matter by aiding us to the best of your abilities?
How about tell us anything about your daughter and tonight?
She had the cabbage for dinner. It was very
Not-
expensive.
Not everything, just like anything we ask, maybe, or everything.
Yeah, then they're not going to
too.
go anywhere and do anything with us if we want them to look at something or show them something. So
That's fair, and also they wouldn't let us touch the body then, if
yeah,
if that's not in the wording. Okay.
yeah.
Stop.
Is
getting in
anyone
our
seeing
way.
any problems in my plan? Put it like that.
Say the sentence again.
Can suggestions fail by any chance?
If they succeed their wisdom saving throw.
What's
any-
wisdom?
Yeah,
Does anyone have a way of like forcing disadvantage or giving a penalty to them?
I do. I can only do it on one now because it takes a bardic inspiration. So I can do it on one. Or, alternatively, I can make an attack roll against them and cause them to take 1d4 away from that. If we're happy with me potentially killing one of them, if they are just commoners with 1d4 health. So
I think commoners just like have 5,
I don't know what it is. I
10 or
I
something.
read somewhere on a Reddit that it was like 4 health and 4 cats
Yeah.
can kill a commoner in 6 seconds.
4 bites from rats. I think.
Rats. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Or
Wait, is
silver.
it a D4 or is it 4?
I don't know.
Either way,
It's not important. Not
It
important.
doesn't matter.
unless they're the undercover BBEG that you're about to go punch in the face and discover giant hit pools, I think probably violence. not the hit.
Probably.
And that's
Wow. Okay, Donnie. Okay.
Was I violent with them? No, I was strong with them, and I carried the daughter away. I didn't hit him back. Okay,
Oh gosh.
Bobber's
Okay.
not one who had to catch these hands, but maybe count on people.
So yeah, I guess we'll go over to them. Open the door. Are they all still there?
Yeah.
They still looking sad, you know, and anything different really with them?
No, they clearly don't want you to be there.
Any evidence of one of them being changelings?
The real mother has been thrown outside in the well. I will then use 2 sorcery points. Then I will cast suggestion using a. Let's just go for a 4th level spell slot. And then I will suggest peacefully help us.
So hold on. So you're using the 2 sorcery points for the twin.
Yes, yeah.
Takes 2.
It takes as many as the spell level, and suggestion.
Oh
is
yeah,
the
because
second
suggestion
level.
is it's second. Yeah.
And then to cast a spell, I'm using a 4th level spell slot, as I have no 2nd level spell slots available. And then I say, peacefully help us uncover what truthfully happened this night in any way that's in the most appropriate way possible. And I guess they now need to roll wisdom saves.
All right. And it's 16.
It looks like that's I think so. Yeah,
16
DC
is the one
7, spell
to
save
beat,
16.
right? Yeah.
You see Thalos look at you and sort of seems to kind of calm down a little bit, and says to you, "Of course we'll help you, but what more can we do? Haven't you figured it out already by talking to everybody else? What can we do?"
Then I will ask. What was the last time you what was the last you saw of your daughter before the incident?
Thalos says, "We went to sleep, and we were all in our room, and then we woke up to the noise."
Did she sleep, or was she in her bed sleeping at the same time that you went to bed? Or did she like?
Thalos says, "Yeah, that's what I just said. Yes."
Okay.
Is this your first time being in the area, or do you know anyone? And do you know anyone here?
Thalos says, "We come from nearby, from the south. We don't know anyone here."
Did your daughter speak to anyone other than you two whilst you were staying here in the inn?
Thalos says, "No, I don't. I do not believe so. We've been together this whole time here. My daughter spoke to perhaps the barmaid, and that's about it." Suddenly, Ilwin speaks up and says, Ilwin says, we don't know what this is, but somebody must have done this just out of malice. It's just like how the Empire always does things, and then it is us poor people who always have to suffer.
Does anyone have was there anyone who had a reason to dislike your daughter or want to do her harm?
Thalos says, no, of course not. We are simple folk. We have done no harm to anyone, but as my wife said, this is the way of the Empire. They do not care about us.
Donnie's just gonna give Mort a little elbow. Like, hey, why don't you try and get him off that politics talk and go see if he can take a look at the girl?
I'm thinking of how I can do that without actually telling them that I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you mean cast? No,
No,
there's a difference between speak with dead and just have a look at the body.
Say, just do a medicine check kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's your
Right.
stat?
Um,
Well, yeah, and check
Don't go
check
back
for-
guns a blazing.
check for bruises and
Yeah.
like signs of struggle.
Yeah.
Like
I guess I'll say that as I am the most charismatic and most likely then to succeed. Persuading them to
hate
let us
me.
look
yeah, everyone
um,
everyone we meet loves you, Fred.
naturally,
Absolutely.
unless they're
Yeah,
massively
naturally.
racist or
it is a
just-
character flaw to not love you on stage.
it really is, honestly. So I say to them, might we have a look at your daughter to see if there were any signs of struggle? She must have ended outside of your room somehow.
Thalos says, no, there's no need for that. I've already looked myself. There's
What did
nothing.
you find?
Thalos just says, my daughter fell on her head, broke her neck, and died. That is all. There's no need for you to get involved any further.
Am
Did
I
you
in
just
the-
say fell on her head and broke her neck and then? Okay.
Would you check her body for bruises anywhere? Like if someone was like, was like pushing her and they fought for just a little bit before she went over the railing, that kind of stuff. Was she scratching at someone? Is there anything under her fingernails? Just that. We're not suggesting that we like be really invasive. Do you want to check for those things? Did you already check for those things?
Cerulean Knight is now hosting the stream.
Thalos says, as I said, there's no need for any of that. I already told you what happened.
How would you like this issue resolved when all is done?
Thalos says, I want the what's the word? The murder person.
Murderer.
yeah.
Murderer.
Yeah, the culprit. I want the culprit to face justice, but again, like I've said, that's never going to happen in this empire. The emperor doesn't care.
Mm.
They just want to conquer more lands, bring more people under them, gain more wealth. Justice is nowhere to be found in here.
All right.
I mean, we could
Thank
show
you
them
for your
straight
time,
justice
Will.
like I used to do. That's
Thank you for your time. We'll leave you be for now.
Mhm.
And then I usher the others out.
So, Fred, are you just that charming naturally, or did you actually get anything like on them for that to happen? Like, are they being cooperative on their own because you're so nice, or
Oh, who can really tell? I mean, maybe it's just
Mhm.
my natural charm. Maybe it's all the spell slots I used. Really, who can tell?
or no? Because if you ask them to like help us investigate, and so they're going to agree to doing that, can we not convince them that part of that investigation is us actually looking at a body? Because no offense to him, didn't look like a doctor to me. Like, oh, I checked already. You don't need to. Like, who are you? Are you the investigator? No, we are. Okay,
What
like,
I think is that she might have some sort of like big scar from some other time, or some sort of weird elven tattoo that they can't let anybody else see. Something like
I
that.
I would guess they just don't want strangers touching her. Period.
well, yeah,
Yes.
Could
but
be.
It's still like it's
doesn't
been
mean
a
they'll get
few
more
hours.
questions answered by just saying,
Yeah,
"Screw the
I
feelings,
don't-
do the thing."
I don't think there's a big secret. It's just my guess.
There's just a girl who Mort could talk to if we wanted to, who could tell us literally who killed her. Like, that's just an option. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, the answer to the problem is right there, and I took a punch from him already. I ain't scared to do it again. Like,
I know. You just know that when you ask, it's gonna be, I didn't get a look. It
Yeah.
came out of nowhere. I was pushed from behind. Like, it's just gonna be that. Like, or she passed out.
Guys, I think I assume that we're all in the storeroom or something while discussing it, and the door is closed.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you go to the storeroom?
I thought we were in the hallway.
We
just
closed the
go-
door and we were just in the alley or the hallway.
Oh,
Wait,
We
I
can
moved
be in
my
the storeroom, I
character.
guess, but
Mort just backed into the storeroom.
I'm speaking you guys through the storeroom door.
Okay, so all right, where are you? Where do you go to talk now?
This is like a nice huddle zone, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we should just huddle with, like, sort
Y'all
of
huddle in
within
there.
sight.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep an eye around the corner.
yeah.
I don't like not having eyes on
okay. Then
on
I'll
people,
be...
but I can hear you. Don't worry. Y'all go back and maybe look
So
at that skew box on the top shelf. Maybe check that for something. That looks interesting.
So hold on. Are you going into the storeroom or are you not going into the storeroom? Is what I need to know.
Donnie is refusing.
That
to use
sounds a
eye
bit too
contact.
leading to say no to now. So
I'll go in with Mort. I'll go in with.
Yeah,
Mort.
because I kind of just need to know where you are because you have never gone into the storeroom yet. You've not
Okay.
explored it. You have not looked at it. So that's the question here. Are you going
Wait,
in?
If there's a
Yes.
if there's a clue
we
in
should
the
just be like
storeroom,
a
I'm gonna
mimic
be
or
so
something, like
mad.
just pushed out, and that's all this entire story.
All
What's in
right,
the
because
storeroom, dude?
There's the murder
You-
weapon.
you go into the storeroom, you find stuff that you would expect to find there, but you also find a cat.
A kitty cat.
Yes, there's a cat.
Why
We
not?
found
As we-
a changeling.
As we
like
saw, as we saw Kate demonstrate what a cat is, that is what she found there.
Okay. Whatever. All right.
How often can Janice cast detect magic? By the way,
Always.
That will.
can Janice cast detect magic, please?
No, Janice isn't here.
Hey Janice, can you come over here real quick?
It's fine.
It'll take me 10 minutes, but I can cast it.
So
Go for it.
Somehow
You know what?
that's worse.
Fred, would you benefit from having a small nap by chance?
Not for
Perhaps you-
spell slots, right?
Perhaps
I
you
mean,
spell-
I would, but that'd be a whole hour.
You know what? I can go tap dance in the main room. Y'all ritually cast
No,
things.
no.
Take a little rest, get some spell slots back. I'll entertain the folks out there.
No, or we just have a look at the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone speak to the cat? Ask him if the cat. If
I mean,
he-
ritually,
he-
yes.
Anything?
Or I can just use a spell. Do I just use a spell slot? I
On a
do, because the cat's going 100%. I bet the cat knows what's happened. I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
Before you do anything, let me tell you about the cat. So it's a cat, and
Oh.
as you enter, it seems to kind of recoil away a little bit. It doesn't seem to like you coming in there. So it doesn't seem to be in a happy cat mood.
Yeah, Fred's charming enough. Go for it, buddy. Chat with the
I
fella.
will cast, Speak with Animals, first level spell slot, and then I will say, "Hello there, cat. Do you live here?"
The cat just do you like approach it? Do you like go?
Yeah. I stepped forward, so I guess
Yeah.
I will be.
You step
like-
forward sideways, not looking at it.
I
Moving
blink
closer.
repeatedly. I
Lo-
blink repeatedly to show.
Your body's not like
That's so
towards it. It's
dumb.
like slightly away from it, so it doesn't think you're like.
Do I have proficiency?
how I
in
approach- this is how I
handling-
approach it.
Do you have proficiency in cats?
Cats and other animals are similar, right? You know.
Well, regardless of whether you approach it upside down or whatever, the cat just sort of hisses and it does, that sort of defensive cat stance, and it's just hissing at you. You're not 100% sure if it understood what you were saying, or if it's just being if it's just being weird.
Is there any like food, like those fish pieces or some kind of food, like cat food like that in the storeroom?
There's a lot of food in here. Probably something that could the cat could eat. Probably something that the cat has been eating.
Dried fish seems like a good
Since it's
idea.
hanging out here.
I'm gonna ask. Did you see what happened earlier tonight with the girl that fell?
The cat. Hold on. I need to actually check.
The cat can only speak in French.
No, I gotta check.
Oui, je suis un chat.
Yeah. The cat replies to you, and just says, "I don't like you. Go away."
Please, I'll give you some food.
The cat says, "I have plenty of food. I don't like you. Go away. I can talk to somebody else."
Who can you talk to?
The cat says, "Anyone else except you. Go away."
Ooh.
Donnie's gonna reach into his shell,
You-
pull out my pet rat Timber, and just like dangling by his tail, and be like, "Are you sure?" And like looking at the cat, like, "What?"
It's your cat. Why would
I know
you
he can't.
use
He
it
can't.
as
You understand me?
bait?
Like,
Oh my god.
I'm not really gonna feed my rat to a cat. He doesn't know that.
So I
Wait,
relay.
did
I
I
also do
miss
relay
the
the
last-
information that the cat
Part of
doesn't
my
want to talk to me specifically.
Yeah, but nobody else can talk to animals, Fred. Only you can talk to animals. So we're kind
Yes,
of.
I am aware of.
I know I look like an animal, but I can't talk to animals.
Fred,
Uh,
Fred,
That's
do you
awkward
still
to be
have
English.
do you still have a 4th level spell slot?
I mean, I have a 5th level spell slot.
Please don't waste your
No.
small slot on us talking
No.
to a cat in a storeroom.
No, here's just a thought.
I think I know where this is going.
You polymorph one of us into a cat.
I don't have polymorph anymore.
You got rid of polymorph?
I lost my 4th level spells when I got sword
Oh,
levels.
damn.
Yeah,
That's a bummer. Oh well.
it is a bummer. Now I don't have any 4th level spells or any 5th level spells,
Oh, but you
and
have the
only
slots.
like one spell that I can upcast anyway as well. So
Alright,
um,
never mind.
I'm going
Oops,
to be a
sorry.
bit.
I'm sorry. I tried to press the information thing, and it went to the chat. Sorry, continue.
I'm going to be a bit more demanding this time. You will answer me and you will talk to me, cat. You are just a cat. Tell me what's happened.
Do you want to drop an intimidation check on that?
Not massively, but sure. Yes. Let's do
Sure.
that.
I'm gonna No, go ahead. Yep. Just do it.
Determine
Well, that's
the
a scary
DC
thing
of an
for a DM to
intimidation for a
say.
cat.
16.
The cat says, I'm not afraid of you. I just want you to leave. Just go away. I like those other people much more than you.
Other people?
This,
Oh, I don't know.
the cat just continues on saying like, you're weird. Go away.
Cat is racist.
What about me is weird?
cat says, I don't know. Just go away.
I will if. you tell
Kate,
me what
you're
happened.
muted.
Can it like smell the magic on you or something? Or is it because you're scaly?
Probably because
Was he at all enticed by me dangling timber by his tail? Perhaps persuaded by chance?
It didn't seem to be interested. Like you look around and you see that there's a lot of food, so you're not really sure if it's really very hungry in here.
I don't think it's a real cat. I've never seen a cat that doesn't like rats. Okay, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. This is a conjure. This is a little familiar. Give it a kick. It'll poof out of existence. Nope.
Funny, can you do me a favor? Can
Yeah, what's
you run and bring over Aramis Hawks, the owner of this place? Because maybe he can sweet talk his cat, or maybe it doesn't even belong here. Do you?
Maybe.
Do you belong here, cat? Huh? You trying not to be found out?
The cat says, I live here. This is my home. Leave. I don't want
No,
you here.
I won't.
Just you. The others can stay. I like them more than you. Go away.
Maybe it is a real cat. I don't know.
This guy
Why does
sounds-
it hate? Why does everyone hate Fred
He's a,
immediately?
he's a dragon. I don't know. Hey,
Racial prejudice is one way to deal with high
Racism.
charisma, I guess. Like, no matter how charismatic you are, if you're just overtly racist to someone of that species, then that deals with the problem.
I can confirm to you that is not the problem here. That is not the issue.
Well,
Hey.
that leaves me even more confused.
Yeah, there's something in particular
Can it have been
that's up.
simple
But
racism?
Is it your dragon mark? Is it?
Maybe.
Good. Hey, Asmodeus, could you give me a hand real quick? We got a question for you.
yeah, Aramis follows you over to the storeroom.
Cool. I'll drop him off, and I'm gonna go back and just sit. I'm by the bar, perched up, just casual.
Yeah, Aramis. Can you convince your cat to listen to me and answer?
Aramis says, what do you mean? And answer what? It's a cat. It can't speak.
Well, I'm particularly talented. I know you saw me shred it up on that piano, but I have skills more than just
And
that.
and you wonder why everybody loves you so much.
Aramis says, oh, magic. Well, I mean, could you ask it to maybe spend a little bit less time sleeping and more time looking for those rats?
Okay, I'll say that if you convince the cat to answer my question.
Aramis says, well, I can't talk to the animal. Can you make me able to talk to the cat?
You know, that's something I really do need to actually read, if I can actually do that. You gain the ability.
Do you
It is
have
unfortunately
Description.
a self-cast.
Mr. Hawks, do you have any catnip that maybe we could
D&D
rub all over Fred? Or just get the cat high. That might work too.
Aramis says, no, we don't have anything like that here. Sorry, no.
Damn it. Whatever. Okay.
What I'm going to do is, for a second I thought if there were sound effects playing in my... That's the first time we've had sound effects.
It's just my cat.
I'm going to say to the cat, I will leave, and you meow loudly when you are looking at the person that pushed the girl. And I will leave you alone. And I will then relay this information to the others and suggest that, I don't know, Mervyn or Mort pick up the cat and point the cat at every other person. As I
would love to pick up
mill
the
about.
cat. Actually, you know what? Who has better animal handling?
What does the cat actually say in response to that, if anything?
The cat says, no. Go
I
away.
won't be there. I will go away, yes. And you will meow loudly when you see the person that pushed the girl.
The cat says, I'm not your servant.
Cat, what is your problem with me?
The cat says, I don't know, you're weird. I want you to go away and stop talking to me.
Is it because I'm talking to you that I'm weird?
The cat says, no, there's something weird about you. Go away.
Any particular part of me that's weird?
Cat says, go away. I'm not answering your questions anymore. Go away.
I've never been more annoyed at a cat.
You've never met my cat.
Real cats don't give me this attitude.
They do, you just don't understand it.
Wow, yeah. Don't know what to do. I go over to Donnie and leave the cat alone, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, the cat just lays down and meows.
Cool.
Hey, man, it's okay. I know you fancy yourself a real smooth talker. Not always for everybody. It's okay.
Oh, it's
okay.
It's only a lesser life form. It must be expected of someone of such a evil creature.
I mean, feeble, but still got his way. So, who's the alpha in this situation?
I don't see you whipping out any skills to speak to your rats now, do I?
No, then I just have an understanding. He knew he was never in any danger, didn't you, little buddy?
I'd love it for the rat to bite Donnie.
He's my buddy. He's my pal. We've been through stuff. He's good at finding snacks. He's great.
Also, I mean, HJ, you can right now talk to the rat as well.
Oh, does it work for? I thought it was only one animal. If it's any
no, because
animal,
it's a self cast. You cast it on yourself. You become able to speak with animals.
I'm able to speak with one species of animal. But if I can speak to the rat, I'll say.
No, you speak animal. Yeah.
Okay.
Any animal.
You or me that role plays that.
There's 1 second.
I will say, blink twice if you want an out. Is he treating you okay? It's not too stuffy in there, is it?
Is it you or me you want to role play, dude?
It's you. It's your rat.
No, it's wonderful in a shell. I love it.
No!
Okay?
Oh, no.
It's so cozy in there. I get all the trinkets and toys are fine. I just bring them in. It's like I got my own little room in there.
What is
Plenty
this
of floor space.
cross? What is this cross between Jersey and Russian?
It's neither one. It's Christopher Walken. If you understood proper references, you get
It
there.
is.
Okay?
It is Walken. I take it back. It is Walken.
Exactly. Now you can get to Walken from a Boston accent, but alas, I learned this from the streets of Stoneholm.
Yeah.
No, Donnie's the best. He is just gives me a little pet on the neck. He's wonderful, real caring, real soft. You got to break through this shell though. You got to see the soft, gushy inside that he's got going on inside this hard exterior.
I'll say this in common then. You want me to break Donnie's shell? Okay, wow.
Hey,
then I will.
I'm sure he'd get a kick out of seeing you try. So don't take his eggings on too much. Okay, he likes to rabble rouse as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are other people thinking? Because I currently firing on half empty.
I still want to check the wine bottle that broke on the floor.
By the way, I checked, and Janice doesn't actually have any sort of particular ability to check poisons. But
Mark
I would give
does,
like
but-
I would give Janice like an advantage in such situations due to being familiar with poisons. But
Wait, does this work?
What's gone? Okay. Well,
you still
Well,
have
Fred, you-
5
you-
people or 6 people you haven't really talked to again.
let's see, Fred, maybe you try your luck better with Jan or Janny, the girl that you took off to the lavatory last time. Like, you guys built some good rapport, right? Some one-on-one time, like you were your normal charming self. She loves you now, right?
Something like that.
I've
Oh,
been there before.
Well, let's reconvene in a private space, and then we can discuss what we do next. Because right now, I'm pretty sure if I walked over to you, I'm like there, and so I guess we collect the others and then head to here or here. I don't know how quiet we want to be.
Tani, would you be able to pour us a pot of coffee by chance? I'd really appreciate a little something, a little pick-me-up. Perhaps a tea or a Tinnicure or whatever that thing's called if you got them. I don't know. But there's a lot of mental fortitude going on. I could use some juice to help. You feel?
Tony is sobbing a little bit still and just says, I can get you some water.
Not quite what I was looking for, but you know what? You're off the clock. Fair enough. Whatever.
So yeah, as you move over there, Tony goes and grabs four mugs and fills them with water and brings them over to you and just says, enjoy, and goes away.
Well, while we got you here, Tony, give Fred a nudge. Any questions you got for the young lass by chance?
Nothing you want to tell us at all with all how this isn't transpiring?
Tony says, I thought I already told you everything.
Yeah, it was just in case anything new'd come to mind.
Can I go?
I have a
See,
question for you.
Oh,
I have a
okay,
question
go.
for you. Do you remember what order people came down the stairs?
Tony says, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
Go back to your parents now. In whispered hushes, I am going to say, shall we cast a little suggestion on Jian? Because if we're not doing that, I don't know what else to do.
Hmm.
Sure. Let's bring her on in.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
not?
do it.
You guys distract her, and then I can cast a spell while she's not looking.
Okay.
I'll stand behind her and cast a spell if we.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, there's a cat in the storeroom. Do you want to go see it?
No, that's not where we're taking her.
No?
We're
No?
taking her to
Oh,
the other room, to the room with the chairs.
no? Okay, sorry. Never mind about the cat, John.
Hey, young lady, can you come look at this cat we found in the
Yeah,
storeroom?
we
It's
found this
real,
cat.
real creepy vibes coming from that.
You think
It's like, little girl, I got something cool over here if you want to just walk away.
she's crying? I thought the cat might cheer her up. Excuse me.
Anyway,
We'll call her over and say we want to confirm some details.
As you call Gian over, who is still seems quite upset about everything, Garrett actually steps forward and just says, haven't you bullied my sister enough already? What more could you find out from her? Just leave us alone. It's gotta be somebody else in here who did this. Why would you need to talk to us? We are good, upstanding citizens of the Empire. We pay our taxes, everything. Just leave us alone.
I'd like to insight that they're good people. You just said that. I'd like to know if he's like, if he really believes that. He probably really does believe it, though.
I help that or insight it myself, because I kind of feel like it's hiding something.
You can insight, but you can't help an insight check. Or I mean, I guess you can help an insight check if you like you like suddenly start discussing it. You're like, do you think there's
You know, it's just disappointing. You know.
As far as you both can tell, like Garrett's being honest about this and really like believes in what he's saying.
We have a human lie detector.
I have a good bonus to insight. Okay,
We need our drow lie detector for this one. We should have had. This is making me think that he knows something and is trying to hide it from. But I think it's either one of these two now. Like, if it's not, then I'm really, absolutely flustered. So
I think we can press John, because I think he's trying to prevent us from talking to her.
Yeah.
So she's probably more likely to crack.
Oh yeah, we say that we do need to confirm something, and
if she's got nothing to hide, she got nothing to worry about. Ain't that right, Garrett? Fine upstanding citizen, shouldn't be a problem.
Garrett just says to Gian, just like, you don't need to talk to them anymore, it's fine. I will go. And Garrett just comes up to you and says, if you have any questions, ask them from me.
I'm sorry, are you and your sister a hive mind? Because no, we wanted to talk to her.
Garrett says, I don't care. You will talk to me or you won't talk to anyone. That's how it is.
Oh, is that so? Is that so, Garrett?
Don't say that. It's going to end badly, please.
You going to enforce that? You sure you want to step that way? Okay. There's some spiffy looking overalls you got there. Okay. Looking real cute this morning, okay? You know, you slept in those. Interesting. It looks like the dress of a man who is prepared to do a crime, perhaps. Not someone getting arrested.
Garrett just says, you don't need to bully my sister anymore. As I said, if you have any questions, I can answer them if you have anything more you want to know. Let's just go talk, okay?
I'd like to go over to Gian, unless Garrett's gonna like physically try and stop me. Even if he continues shouting. And then I'd like to sort of do that thing where like someone like hovers their hand out as if they're gonna pat you on the shoulder, but they don't like really. And like and so could you please come with us? Just she said.
Gian just says, no, I don't know anything. Ask my brother.
We really would like to talk to you. We think you might be the key to solving this whole thing.
Alpin steps in at this point and just says to Mervin just like, you heard my daughter, just go away, okay? If you have any questions, you can ask me or my son.
Okay.
Hi, Garrett Bear, come here. Pull him into the room.
Yeah. That sounds Garrett.
All right. Garrett comes in voluntarily.
Oh, this is a toughie.
I'd like to. I'd
Garrett-
like to whisper. I'd like to whisper to Fred. Can we do that thing where we tell one person that the other gave them up, and then do it for both of them?
Or I can just cast another spell.
You could, yeah. Like we leave him in here for a few minutes, go and see if we can convince Gian to come into a different room, and say,
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the results of the spell.
But Garrett just starts talking to you and says to you again, I don't know what else you might want to hear from us. Like I said before, I woke up my family and we came down after we heard the noise. I don't know who did it, but you've been talking to everybody for hours now. Surely you've figured it out already from somebody here. Like I said, we are upstanding Empire citizens. We are loyal to the Emperor. We have done nothing wrong.
But didn't you just say that you were awake when this happened? You just said that you heard the scream and then you woke up the rest of your family. So you were awake during this event. Am I right? Or am I right?
Garrett looks at Donnie and says, no, like I said before, when you talked to me the first time, I woke up to the noise. Then I woke my dad up.
So everyone else you're just the lightest sleeper of the bunch, or?
Garrett says, yes, I am.
Interesting. Is that because you're usually keeping an eye out during nefarious plots, trying to find ways to cover y'all's tracks if need be?
Garrett says, that's just how I am, okay? I don't know what you're digging at. I just woke up to the noise, and then I woke my family up. What else do you want to know?
How many acres you guys work as a family? You said you pay your taxes. I just want to make sure the bills fit and everything there. I happen to know a little bit about this Empire tax code. I'm just curious.
Okay, a bit more.
Garrett says a reasonable amount of acres.
Reasonable. And you use the 1094 form when you fill the tax out?
So Garrett does not use the word reasonable. It says a number, but it's a reasonable number.
So you use the 1094F form for your taxes then?
I interject at this point and say, did you know that the Elven family are at odds to a degree with the Empire?
Garrett says, no, I don't know them. As I've said before, none of us know them. We haven't met them before. Why would I know anything about them? I don't care about them.
To insight check that, and let's hope someone else does, knowing my rolls. But here I go, 11, of course. I think that's my highest insight roll to date.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
While we're in here, are you guys doing anything outside potentially?
I would like to try this again. I'd like to go over to Gian and say that, sorry, I know you said no before, but we do need you to come in with your brother and talk to us about something.
Alpin replies to you instead of Gian and says, how many times do I got to tell you? Leave my daughter alone.
With Garrett? You don't trust your kids? They're adults. We need to talk to them.
Alpha says, says, you've already talked to my daughter once. You already know everything that she has to say. There's nothing else. There's no point in this inquisition.
I look at Gian. I want her to respond to me. Gian, please.
As Garrett is being a bit useless here, I would like to leave and go to Gian, and I am going to convert a spell slot first level into a sorcery point. That puts me up to 1. Then I am going to use that 1 to subtle spell suggestion, and then cast suggestion using a 3rd level spell slot. And I'm going to say, please just help us confirm the truth. No, please help us figure out the truth. We feel close to solving this. You can shed some light, I feel. Then it's a 16.
Gian's answers you and says, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know anything.
She's actually responded this time, which is...
I'm gonna take Fred over. I have disguise self prepared.
Oh God. Oh God.
Come on.
I mean, so do I, but I don't want to ruin your fun.
I haven't
I'm
cast
not
a
sure
single
fun
spell.
fun should really be considered in this point.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh God.
Very serious.
Although my spell points are very much, or spell slots are running out very rapidly, so.
Oh, certainly yours are more valuable. Yeah, I should have said something before you cast suggestion too. So sorry.
Well,
Okay,
no, I
why
thought
don't we?
that
Why
was
don't we?
going to solve the issue, but
Yeah, why don't we go in with Garrett for just a few more minutes? We don't need to really say anything else to him. And then I will transform into Garrett.
and he's not going to say anything whilst you do that.
I don't know. Maybe we could make him face the corner or something. I don't know. It feels important that he comes out of the same room, you know?
Obviously, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Without. Also, where are we having this conversation?
Several steps away from the Alvin and John. Yeah, several steps away. Thank you. Yes.
God. Okay, we'll go into the room, and
Okay.
then
This doesn't work.
You can always just kill Garrett.
We
yes,
could
we
always
could do
just
that.
kill Garrett. Okay. All right, let's go into the room.
And then
with
I'm
Garrett.
gonna cast message to Donnie. Make sure that you block Mervyn from sight, please, so that Garrett can't see him. We're going to pull off something.
So maybe
Donnie's gonna
Donnie's.
I was going to take
Stanza-
this chair, put it right there, make him face that wall, sit in the
Yeah.
other chair. So I'm going to sit in this chair. He's going to sit in that chair. So that chair's going to be moved to right here.
So then I'll stand sort of near this couch, right, and then cast the spell.
But
And then
I would stand like over here.
Oh,
But no, I'm
How do-
thinking Mervyn casts it
I
from
need
the
to-
door.
I need to step out of the door.
The door's closed. You cast it right by the door. You open the door.
Okay, he's.
But that gets you behind him opposed to in his peripheral vision if he's looking this way across the table.
You think I can cast the spell from behind your back?
If Garrett is sitting right here and facing this wall, you being here is
Oh yeah. Okay.
a higher
got it,
chance
sorry.
of being
yeah.
seen than you being here.
Right, yeah, okay.
My logic. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. All right.
I'm going to interject with one thing here to throw a
verbal.
little, throw a little bit of an extra issue to this plan. There is verbal components to the spell, so Garrett will likely hear you casting something and maybe be quite curious about what you're casting over there.
Garrett, have you ever heard of this is a song my family taught me when I was younger? What was it? There once was a ship that went to sea, and it was a sea shanty tune. You ever heard these before? Yeah, they're real fun. And Donnie's gonna start singing and pounding on the table
Very loudly.
with the sea shanty.
Garrett just looks at Donnie and just like, what are you talking about? I'm getting out of here.
Whoa, buddy.
If you're just going to be clowning around like this, you should be solving this murder and not this silliness.
Well, if you were better at yes-anding, Garrett, maybe I would have solved this murder by now. But you're kind of telling me no. You're telling me no. I don't know anything. Go to bed, which is not too helpful for me.
I'm going to go stand next to where Donnie is standing, and I'm going to say, why was your sister awake?
You say that to Garrett. Yeah. Garrett says, Jen wasn't awake. I woke her up.
Awake. In your first interview, you said you woke your father up, and you didn't say that you woke her up because you didn't. She was awake at that time.
Garrett says, no, as I said before, I woke my family up. I told you many times. I woke up first and then woke them up.
Is this something different that I could insight check, or is this the same thing basically that I insight checked before?
No, I mean, this is a different thing. You can try. It's worked very well so far.
It has. Oh gosh. Amazing.
Again, you're pretty sure that Garrett is telling the truth about this. He's been repeating this several times now during this conversation that he's the one who woke everybody up. So it seems to hold up.
I'm gonna be looking at Fred for the go ahead to start casting the spell. Because I mean, we could do it and just physically subdue him, but it'll become a problem soon after. So just if you're okay with that.
I'm not if she hasn't done anything, then we're really in the wrong.
Well, maybe he did something and she knows.
Maybe.
It seems weird that he is so adamant that we not talk to her. She might not have done it, but she might know something incriminating about them.
But she didn't say anything with the spell. I mean, she might have resisted the spell.
Yeah, because you explicitly stated to come talk to us, and she said no.
Oh, this is really quite annoying. I'm going to suggest above the table that I cast suggestion on Garrett. If it doesn't work out, we keep him silent with our muscle, and then go with your plan. Because then, does anyone have any other ways to de-escalate this? Because essentially, that's what we're trying to do.
How many other people? How many other people do we have to talk to that are suspects that we might need?
No one really.
For?
Otherwise, unless we've gone past the suspect upstairs.
What about the drow? What was
just
his deal?
be a drow.
Deserter drow, I guess. Or
Just a
there's-
drow.
Just to
We
there's
didn't
no
get
other.
much out of them. To
Fre-
be fair, it was
freshly left.
really
Okay.
used tech forts and got basically nowhere.
All right. Yeah. Let's put our eggs in this basket. Yeah. Do suggestion.
I have to then.
I don't think subtle spell is necessary. If you even still have any sorcery points left.
I could make.
So I mean, subtle spelling is kind of pointless in when you only have the one person there. It's more
Yeah.
about so that other people around don't realize. I mean, they will realize that you're casting some sort of spell, but then you start casting it on them. So otherwise, it would kind of defeat the whole purpose of suggestion if everybody would just like automatically resist it if they realize that you're casting a spell on them.
Then I'm just going to use a third level spell slot to cast suggestion and say plus everything you know regarding this matter. What's the truth of this all? Tell us the truth of what we want to know.
Garrett says, I've already told you everything that I know about the situation. I woke my family up, we came down here, we found the situation as it is. That is everything. You don't need to talk to me anymore, you don't need to talk to my sister anymore. Just figure out who did this whole thing.
Can I insight to see if he seems like he was charmed, or is that not something available to me?
That's not available to you, no.
Okay.
And it's not charm. It's suggestion. It's a different thing, specifically mechanically.
You know what we could do? Just make a run for it. You know, this doesn't matter how important it is.
Start cutting off some toes and fingers.
No, I mean it's just. Why were we put in charge? We're not qualified to be.
Hey, you said if this didn't work, we'd do my thing.
Yeah, but the way it panned out, okay. I am going to try and distract him with casting prestidigitation. And I am going to make a like a spark of a shout of sparks. Yeah, just starts. I'm going to put on a performance with it. You know, like distract him. It's kind of what I'm trying to do using prestidigitation.
For the 6
All right.
seconds required for me to cast disguise.
Yeah,
self.
to keep his attention.
Yeah.
So Frid, first of all, give me a performance check.
Yay! Performance. There we go. And okay.
Okay, now.
That's where the insult rolls are going.
Hell yeah.
All right. Garrett's also sort of just looks at what's happening here and is about to again just like be like, what is going on? Mervyn is disguised as Garrett.
Okay.
Yes?
I motion for Johnny to like escort me out while he's distracted. So I step out
Sure.
of the door as quietly as possible.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
All right. Garrett gets up from the chair while Frid's doing this. The Mervyn and Donnie are already outside of the door, but Garrett gets up and just starts shouting at Frida and saying, "What is this? I told you to stop this clownery. What are you doing? You need to solve this thing. Where did the others go? What's going on here?"
They are going to cross-examine something. You're going to stay sat there now.
Garrett says, "Are they going to talk to my sister? I told you not to do that."
They are going to speak to your father. Because we are not allowed to speak to your sister, are we?
Give me a deception check.
She's a strong, independent woman. She
So that is... It actually would be higher than that, wouldn't it? Because of... that, it would be an 18. Yes.
All right.
So 18.
Garrett says, "Fine. Well, let me out of here then."
No, because then you could cooperate. This will only take a minute or two.
All right, Mervyn and Donnie, you are
Okay.
free to go.
So Donnie closes the door, knocks his camera off a little bit, and then I'm standing in the main room with the door that opens out that direction, and my back is against it, so it can't be opened. Like I'm bracing against it, leaning against it, as a 400-pound turtle.
And I don't know if anyone's looking, but I kind of like look angry at Donnie and then sort of huff over to my family. Sorry. And I said,
this to go wrong.
and I said, that was a waste of time.
Alpen says to you, just says, "What did they ask you now?"
Just all the same questions, you know? What were you doing? Your family was asleep? Were they really asleep? Was Gian asleep? Was your dad asleep? It's just this, they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. I think we're fine.
Alpen says, "What do you mean? Of course we're fine. They will figure out who did this sooner or later. I'm sure of it."
Yeah. Okay. Gian, do you want to like go get some water or something? Very casually. Yeah, maybe the dad doesn't. Maybe the dad doesn't know what they're up to.
Gian says, "No, I'm fine."
Okay, well, why don't we go sit down? Okay, you've been through a lot.
Gian says, "Okay," and sits down at the fireplace there.
Okay, I'll sit next to her. The dad is still there. Oh, he can still hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Dad, do you think you could go ask, like, the innkeeper or someone, like, if they're really qualified or, like, if we could leave soon? Because this is kind of getting ridiculous now.
Alpa says, "I agree. I'm gonna go talk to the innkeeper."
Perfect. Okay. So he walks away, and I say to John, okay, so if they talk to you, they have magic, but just remember, if they ask you, what do you say?
Gian says, I'll tell them I don't know anything."
Okay, good. And more specifically,
Yeah.
the
What
timeline,
do you
yeah.
mean? That's
the timeline of things.
uh,
I woke you
what
up.
timeline?
I woke you up.
Well, okay, but I'm just gonna tell them I don't know anything. Like, yeah, that's just what I'll say. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Damn it.
We of course don't know this is happening.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to her.
Yeah, and I also would know that disguise self has a duration of 1 hour. Because I have the
Yes.
spell.
So there's plenty of time.
There is plenty of time, provided that Garrett does not. He can't get out. But he might start shouting, which would be a problem. Right. I'm gonna say to Gian, do you think her parents know anything?
Gian says, I don't know. I haven't talked to them or anything.
Right. God, I hate this. She's so useless. She won't do anything I want her to do. I think this is the risk of me asking questions that could be interpreted either way. She's gonna give answers that could be interpreted either way. Okay. Don't worry about this, John. We're gonna get out of this, okay? It'll be fine.
Gian says, Gian says, yeah, I know. Thanks for your help. Give me a hug.
And I hug her.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Do
No,
you?
I can't hug her. No. I
Yeah,
can't
hold
hug
on.
her.
Why not?
I can't
Can
hug
I-
her. I sort of just kind of pat her back, sort of just kind of rub her back, sort of.
Wait, who's
'Cause
bigger as well? A bigger person, Mervyn or?
I feel like the hand is fine, especially since if it's behind her, she can't tell if it's a little off.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think the hand touching her is probably fine. It's her hugging me that would probably be a problem. So I sort of rub her back a little bit. Is she gonna try and hug me?
No.
That's fine. Okay, perfect. I have passed your test. Barely, because you give me a hint that my answer was wrong.
It's also it's a fantastic advertisement for alter self being a much better choice in the future.
Oh right, I do.
That physically does change you.
You have
It
that as well.
does.
Yeah.
I do, and I have it
You
prepared
can-
also. I have it
You
prepared.
even pinned it in the chat, and I was like, "Oh, surely she'll be fine."
Yeah. I forgot that. Yeah.
I won't question it.
It's fine. It's fine the way it is. Yeah.
But the difference between alter self and disguise self is that alter self, I don't think it changes your clothes in any way. So yeah, it would not work in this sort of a situation.
So I did choose the correct thing. Okay.
Unknowingly, yes.
Yes.
Transform your appearance is broad.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, disguise self does specify that it changes
Yeah.
your clothes.
Yeah.
So with the
Yeah.
absence of that specification, you would assume it is not.
Yeah, because it specifically it lists out a lot of stuff that you do change, but nowhere does it say that you change your clothes with it. So you're just altering your own appearance, how you look. Yeah, it won't change your clothes. So it works better in some situations than others.
Okay. So, right, I sort of pat her back. And then I say, I haven't had a chance to go back up to our room. Is there anything in there?
Gian says, no. What do you mean?
Like anything they could find? It's very big.
Gian says,
like
no.
note or anything in the trash? No, nothing.
Why would there be any notes? We just met. I don't know.
Okay. There's a little clue. We just met. I'm liking that. Okay. Okay. I sit there for tiny bit. I can't.
You notice that
the dad's gonna come back.
Yeah, that the dad's now finished a conversation with the innkeeper and is going to be coming back right now. So you think you have time still to throw in one more question, or leading question, or whatever.
Yeah. Just, I want to see how she reacts to this. Just, Gian, it's not your fault, okay?
Gian says, I know.
She's not confused. She's just sort of like, okay. All right. I'm going to sit there for, once the dad comes back, I'm going to sit there for a few more minutes so they don't get suspicious. And
Alpin tells you, says, I talked to the innkeeper. They agree that these adventurer people don't seem to really be able to figure this out. I don't know what it is that's taking so long. They've already talked to everyone else who could be the culprits. I don't know why they would need to talk to us. We've done nothing wrong.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know, this is I'm done with this, and I get up in a huff and I march over to Donnie. I march.
How can I help you, Gary?
This is just absolutely ridiculous. Let me. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna. Can they? If we walk like over here in this little corner, can they see us?
I'm gonna say no, but I just something just came up to me. I figured something that I'm guessing where you're going with this is that
You know what? Actually, I don't need to. I don't need to. I can just whisper it to him without moving him from the door.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that one other difference that I noticed about disguised self versus alter self, or well, specifically about disguised self here, is that it is no, it is that it is not it's not a concentration spell. So
You could
no. What I mean is that there isn't exactly any way for you to stop it.
Oh, it just lasts for the whole hour?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I will go hide in the storeroom with the cat for a while.
Wait.
I thought I was
No,
useless to the
there's
investigation
one
before.
way to there's one way to do it. Luckily, someone still has spell magic.
Dispel magic. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Do I
If
Do
you
I
can
have-
cast it yourself, that is a spell slot that I very much could use.
Yeah. Do I have? Wait.
Yeah. I just verified because this is also like this is one of those rules that is sort of like weird, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it at the end. But yeah, if a spell doesn't specifically say that you can end it yourself or that it doesn't have concentration, then you actually can't end it. Even though it is like a disguise that you cast on yourself, but in this situation you can't remove it.
I can cast Dispel magic. Wait. Oh, it's not ritual, and I didn't prepare it.
I would know this though. That Sky Self can't be cancelled on its own. So I, in my head, have been thinking about this, about how at like 50 minutes is when I was going to go call you in and then do it. So it hasn't been 50 minutes. So I don't know. I'm keeping an eye out on the door, I guess, in case something goes wrong. But I have no way of knowing this, and Garrett is obviously in the room. So this is obviously a high stress.
I'm gonna make it look like I'm making a really big deal. In eyesight of my family, and I'm gonna whisper to Donnie, one of them definitely did it, the brother or the sister. And I think we can press Gian.
Yeah, no, you're right. We could be doing a way better job of this investigation, Gary. Like, I can't overly respond to you. That's a fair point you make there.
Okay.
Thank you for your feedback.
We've made a suggestion box. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to march over and say to John, "Hey, I've tried to make it so you won't talk to them, but I don't think they're going to leave it alone until they talk to you another time. So let's just do this once, and then we should be free and clear, and we can leave, okay?"
Gian says, I don't want to go there again.
I know. It's... But after this, we can leave, okay?
Give me a persuasion check.
With my 0 charisma. Okay. I mean, it's not great.
Could have rolled a lot worse.
I could have rolled a lot worse. How much does Gian love her brother?
Gian says, fine. Okay.
I contain my excitement.
You're just like, yes.
We're gonna.
Got him, boys.
You just have suddenly a mission accomplished banner behind you.
Thumbs up. Okay. I walk over to to like this sort of area by Moore, and I say to Donnie, "We're ready to talk now," and I point to like a different room, just like not the room Garrett is in. I point maybe.
Jake, you're muted.
See, Donnie has no idea what plan you've been hatching with this.
Right. Yeah.
Because
I'm sort of like.
all I'm thinking is there's a Garrett in this room. So
Right.
I'll give you a nod. Be like, okay, where you want to talk?
I don't.
Like,
what?
Let me.
I'm pointing over to the storeroom, like without Giancy.
Sure, I guess. Let's walk to the storeroom and have a conversation with the cat.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
All right.
Come here, homie.
So
Okay,
Gian
next
joins
question,
you
why
over
we're
there.
Going into the store.
Great. Awesome.
The cat is still there. The cat seems to be completely calm and just hanging out, meowing nicely.
Cool.
Seems to be cool with you.
All right, and then I'm just gonna try and like motion at Donnie to like
I have no idea what you're trying to get done. Like, you have chosen the least talkative member of the group when it comes to like being impactful with John. I have no idea what you're doing. Not communicating anything. Close the door. Punch her. What do you want to do?
No.
Raise your hand. Hey, Mort. Mort, come here. Mort. I need a hand.
I totally like waddle over.
The only plan I knew was we're keeping Garrett in that room, and that like
Right.
completely.
Oh god, the dad's gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
All right, so
what are we doing? Like,
so now in this little storeroom, you have Donnie, you have Mort, you have Gian, and you have Mervin as Garrett, and you have the cat, and all the food.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
And Gian just says, "What's happening?
I turn to Gian.
Why am I
and
here?"
I say, okay, Gian, it's time to tell them.
Gian looks at you and just says, "What? Tell what? What's going on? Why are we here?"
just a suffer.
God, I wish I had that stupid message cantrip. So helpful. I'm like.
Okay, listen, John. The biggest thing we've narrowed down our investigation. All we have to do left is a couple checks of evidence on people. Mort here is going to conduct this. You had your brother here to supervise. I mean, I think it's weird. And I'm going to go step outside and have a chat with your dad. Alrighty?
Gian says, "Oh, okay. I don't know anything."
No. We're just making sure you're not hiding any weapons or anything, just in case.
We're gonna pat you down in this corner.
With your brother to supervise, because we have no females in our parties.
We have.
We do, but she's taking a break.
She's taking a nap. She just decided she was bored with this. And as Donnie leaves them, I'm gonna close the door behind him.
We can get Todd to do it. That's fine, right?
Yeah. Todd has no ulterior motives.
Donnie's gonna walk over to Alpin though. He's gonna ask him, "So, farmers, right?"
Okay.
Alpha just says, yes, we are loyal farmers to the Empire. We are loyal to the Emperor.
Oh, good. Oh, very good choice.
A great leader.
Oh yeah, one of the best. How much land do you work?
Alpin says the same reasonable amount of land that that Garrett said.
That's okay. I'm checking to see if it's legit. I don't know. We give different numbers. Maybe not. It's like, yeah, no, a lot of livestock or plants, and I'm just gonna try and keep them occupied with small talk about vegetables.
Okay.
Not
All
paying
right.
attention to the fact that there's two
You know
children
what?
that just randomly disappeared off the directions and all these weird things are going.
All right. You know what? Okay. I can't cast dispel magic. I have no way of taking off this stupid disguise. But I'm gonna. I think this is no longer useful to me. So I'm gonna step to Mort's side and say to Gian, okay, Gian, I'm not really Garrett. I'm one of the adventurers. The jig is up. We would really like you to tell us what has happened. Your brother is in the other room. He's gonna stay there. I'm sorry that I have to give you this conversation dressed as your brother. I cannot take this disguise off for another 45 minutes. So I do apologize for that. I'm sure this is very trippy for you.
Gian looks absolutely terrified at this whole thing and is just like mortified.
Yes. Okay.
The cat raises its head up and kind of looks at you.
So what really happened?
Gian is just seems really like super scared and
I want her to be scared.
and just says I don't know anything.
What can you tell us the sequence of events that happened after you were woken up by your brother?
Oh, she was not woken up by her brother.
No, wait, we'll try to get some like gadget in the act.
We've already caught her in the act.
Gian says, well, what do you mean? I don't know anything.
Bullshit. Tell us what happened.
Do you want to drop some sort of a check on that? Do you want to drop an intimidation, for example?
Intimidation, gladly.
We are doing a
Mort and I
great
are
job.
standing
I'm
next
going
to each
to-
other.
I'm going to give you advantage on this one,
Okay, good.
just by default. You have indeed put this young woman in a situation where they are very scared of you right now.
I mean, I don't know how you can be scared of somebody in bright pink robes, but yeah, sure.
No, I mean it's more the like somebody pulls you into.
I'm not your brother.
Yeah, somebody pulls you into like a small closet and is like, "Hey,
If I could
me?
transform
I'm
out of
not
this
your
disguise,
brother."
I would, because it seems like an extra level of cruel that the
I-
person
I-
threatening her looks
I
like
have-
her brother.
Wait, I
Look
don't
into
think
my
that's
eyes
just
when I
magic
kill you.
here. Otherwise, I would have told you.
But Gian just says again, just keeps repeating, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Please let me out of here, please.
Wait, 1 second. Above table. Can you
Yeah.
tell me why you think it's Gian so badly? Is it
Because when I said it's not your fault, she didn't. You know what? This might be leaping to conclusions. She wasn't confused, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, when I asked, is there anything in the room? She was like, I know. So I think that she accidentally killed, or Garrett accidentally killed, or something. I think she accidentally killed her.
And also with her insistence of keeping on telling her, I don't know anything, instead of saying what actually happened.
Yeah.
She said to who she thought was her brother, that she'll keep
Yeah.
saying, I don't know, instead of saying, well, I don't know anything. She wasn't trying to convince her brother that she didn't know anything. She was
Yeah.
saying that she was going to tell us that she didn't know anything.
I mean, I did
doing
phrase
that,
the
she is-
question, what are you going to say to them? But yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
gamble because
but-
I was phrasing everything as like it could possibly be interpreted that I'm not that I
Yeah.
don't think that we did it, but because I didn't want to blow the cover, but based on that last thing, it's not your fault, and that she said I know.
And we've sort of eliminated everybody else, right? For the most part.
For the most part,
if
I
it
think
comes
Garrett.
down to, yeah, we just have to fight our way
think
out.
it's-
Right?
I think
Wasn't
it's
it-
possible Garrett did
How
it.
do we eliminate Calderon though?
Yeah.
Because
Because I
didn't
would-
he really say he was trying to kill Sloptic and he just didn't succeed? Isn't that what?
He wasn't even trying to necessarily kill Sloptic. He just is his target for
Yeah.
potentially ruining his science work. That's what Sloptic thinks.
Yeah, the reason you've sort of counted Calderon out is because Fried actually did succeed in some pretty nice rolls on that detect thoughts and just kind of burrowing in there and figuring out that Calderon really didn't do anything, but was just like very
Secretive about something.
yeah, like Calderon's here for another mission and wasn't able to do anything about it because of this thing.
And so by like the process of elimination, it's got to be the Alpin family.
Kinda, but it could also be someone who we've missed. But at that
I mean,
point, I don't know.
Sloptic can sneak out of his room, but I do not see any I cannot possibly think of a motive for the rich gnome, like why he would care or physically be able to push a young elven woman off the railing.
And there was nothing at the scene of the crime either, like where she fell. He couldn't find anything.
I would love if we can detect poison on the wine bottle, but that's 1 hunch of mine. My top theory is that Gian accidentally killed her.
The more we're getting into it, the more I'm thinking she slipped out of her room late at night, drank some alcohol, got tipsy, and fell off and screamed as she fell. Because other than that, we would have definitely missed something at that point. And
Like the thing that
Oh,
Gian
also-
actually tossed in the outhouse when she went out there, was unsupervised. And
Also,
Okay.
I forgot the other thing Gian said. I just met her tonight,
oh yeah,
and
Just met
before
her.
they were adamant that they had never met any of them.
okay, then mention that.
Still,
Yeah.
like I feel like this is a little bit more than everybody else, but not enough to like get the.
Yeah, I know.
This won't hold up in court, sort of.
Oh, that's why we're pressing her for a confession.
We're doing what the police normally do.
Yeah,
We are the
Exactly.
police in this situation.
we are the police,
Yeah.
and we're
have we-
already drunk on power.
Why do you think we've used so many intimidation?
That was a lot. I think we should just, I don't know. We're not going anywhere with this. We should just probably wait for whatever.
It's a bit too
police-
late for that. We've pretended to be her brother, and have put her in this situation. If this
Yeah, all right,
leaks out
let-
without us getting
Yeah.
a resolution, we're kind of be in
Okay.
trouble ourselves.
Yeah, let's get back to the business. So you are in a closet with Gian
Yeah.
and a cat.
All right. So with the 14 intimidation, she held that she didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gian
Okay,
still is just like I don't know anything. Just keeps repeating it.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't believe you, first of all. And second of all, the innkeeper asked us to deliver the killer, and we're going to do that. Now, Gian, I get the impression that you did not mean to kill this young woman, or your brother did not mean to kill this young woman, though I suspect it is the former. So we don't have to resolve this in a nasty way. I would just like to know what happened so that we know how to proceed.
Gian says, what are you going to do to the culprit?
It depends on what really happened. If it was an accident, Gian, I personally, I want that family to have some closure, to know what happened to their daughter. Now, we're not going to execute you, but I think they deserve some closure, don't you? I'm just going to try and appeal to her guilt because I think she feels really guilty.
So by the way, one thing that I would kind of suggest as a thing to do in these kinds of situations is that you usually you've tended to use your insight skill only to kind of figure out if somebody's lying when they are speaking to you. Somebody says something to you and you're like, are they lying? It's not always just like a truth detector or lie detector in that sense. Like insight could be quite useful in this situation where you're saying something and trying to like figure out if there's any reactions to what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Then per your suggestion, I would like to roll insight to see if she feels super guilty or if she's just like a psycho in disguise. Okay. 17.
Yeah, a good roll.
Yay.
Yeah, I just want you to kind of keep that in mind for future as well. For the insight skill. So I mean, you don't. I don't know if you don't really. You're not really able to tell if Gian's feeling guilty or not. But but what you do see is that, like, when you're talking about, executing somebody and everything, Gian seems very, very nervous about this and just like seems to be reacting to that. Whether it is because it's just like being scared of being wrongfully killed by somebody or rightfully killed, it's not sure, but there is a reaction definitely for that there.
I would like to put my hand on my chin and then look at the ceiling and say, I think the punishment for manslaughter here is something like hard labor for 12 years, or I don't know, something like that.
That's not how you get someone to confess.
Hard labor for 12 years.
Best case scenario,
No,
you go to jail for a long time. Now, will you please tell us?
Character's intelligence.
I do want Mort to actually throw a deception check for that.
No clue. What?
That's good.
It's not going to be a hard one, but I just kind of want to know how good you are about just throwing this random factoid out.
Where is it?
I hope he gets in that one.
Yeah.
Gian just says to you both, just as I just don't I don't know anything. Okay, just find out who did it, and can't you just like tell the family that it was an accident and you don't nobody did it, like then they will have the closure. Like why can't you just say that?
Okay, well, Gian, okay, I'm giving you this opportunity to tell us what happened, because we've been avoiding doing this, but my friend here is and I hope you don't mind me saying this more, is a follower of Jurgle and has access to the dead. Now,
Gian
if
says,
we-
what's the jurgle?
it's a
Oh,
god of
you
death.
did-
Oh, yes, of course, yes. I'm sorry, Mark, go on, yes.
Skip to 5 minutes later.
5 minutes later, we finish the spiel about Jurgle. Yeah.
Skip to 5 minutes after that. So yeah,
Yeah.
as I was saying about that as well.
Yeah. So now you know Jurgle. We have been avoiding doing this because it would upset the Elven family, but it is our last resort. But it seems like we're sort of getting there. We're going to talk to the victim. We're going to ask her what happened. We're giving you the opportunity right now to tell us before that.
Gian says, isn't that illegal?
Isn't killing someone illegal?
The cat meows and you think it.
Do you see a police badge on me? I mean, it would be hidden under this guy. But do you see a police badge on him? No.
Adventurers, you know.
Yeah.
International jurisdiction.
We operate outside the law, honey.
Gian says, just tell me, just tell the family it was you don't know who did it. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Just leave me alone.
Okay.
Gian says, if you don't, I'm gonna scream.
What do I got? Okay. Oh God, I don't know if I would succeed if I tried to like tackle her right now.
What? Why?
She's gonna scream.
Mort should be doing that.
More? Okay.
Mort,
Why
would
I feel like
do
Mort
that?
would be ready to throw hands if she says she's going to scream. Although
I just wanna
Mort's also been oblivious.
I'm lawful neutral.
I just wanna like put some duct tape over her mouth until like I wanna try this again with Garrett. Like I don't okay, fine. All right. Stay here for a minute. You're fine. Don't. It's okay. And I'm gonna leave the room and tell Mort, do not let her leave. And I'm gonna walk out. And then I'm gonna go over to the.
While this is going on,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna explain what Jurgle does to murderers.
Uh-huh.
And,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would like to say
Whatever,
something,
after,
but
like-
it'd be very metagamey here for what Mervyn should be doing. But
we need all the
Already
help.
Well, I am.
We'll let
I'm about to
Kate
go
figure
talk
out. Yeah.
I'm gonna crack open the door and say, Psst.
yes, I'll move over to the door, so I'm popping my head out and can see, but Garrett can't see out.
Okay. I think Gian is maintaining that she doesn't know anything. I really, really, really think that she does. I tried scaring her. I tried appealing to her guilt, presuming she has some. I tried revealing that we can just talk to the victim. I think that last one, it might work if we tried it on Garrett, saying, like, this is your last chance to say something. We're going to ask the victim if she, or like, we're going to use death magic, necromancy to talk to the victim. Okay, what do you think?
Wow. As I
She's in the closet, by the way, with Mort. She's in the closet with Mort right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never been the fondest of the idea to use speak with dead if it's against the family's wishes.
Yeah,
Use it
that's
as a
why we're
threat.
yeah, as a threat. Yeah.
Can I? I'm not sure what check this would be, but would I know if necromancy is illegal in the Empire?
I don't think you would know it because you haven't tried finding it out.
Although, didn't Janice read like the whole book on laws
On
when we
dwarves?
were
Of
in
of
Rythonia?
Stonehome.
Of Stonehome? Okay.
Yeah, it was the dwarven laws.
It was the dwarven laws. Never mind.
Mm.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to threaten him with the necromancy stuff, and maybe say that Gian cracked. I don't know. It's always dangerous to tell them that we know for certain what happened, because if we get a detail wrong, then they know we're lying.
Wow. You are putting me in a lovely place here with this one, Mervyn. Thank you very much.
I didn't do good? You don't think I did good?
We can assess that later.
Oh.
I shall
It's
try
gonna
and
come
make
up
this
in my
work.
quarterly review.
It will. I hope you're prepared to lose some of your funding from the cart.
Oh no. It does remind me, I would like 500 gold to make myself a new set of armor, but that's something we can talk about later.
Your allowance has been docked.
Okay. This disguise isn't gonna come off for another. How long do you think I was in the closet for? 10?
I'd say you still got like half an hour left.
Okay, I can't take this disguise off for another half an hour, so.
I can help with that. But
Oh, don't waste a spell slot unless we really need it. I'll just go stand in the corner where their dad can't see me.
remember, you have to come in here so that the brother can leave if we're doing that. If we want her. Also, her father was fine with you walking past without Gian and leaving her
I mean,
alone.
I'm sure. I'm sure he's confused. But if I maybe if I go back that way, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that. I maybe like quickly like peek over my shoulder at the dad. What does he look like? What is he doing?
The dad is busy chatting with Donnie about farm stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm not really.
Donnie, very
Yeah,
smart. Very smart.
I'm not really sure how much Donnie like knows to be able to keep that conversation going, but
no, he just loves. I love vegetables. That's my jam. So we're just talking about recipes, stews, and all sorts of things.
Donnie's taking care of that. We're golden.
Donnie's a real foodie. Okay,
Not to cause problems for us, but what has Garrett been doing with me this whole time?
Garrett's just been like complaining and just being sulky, but just nothing really. Just
been demanding to leave.
No. I mean, you convinced Garrett that he's gonna stay here for a while.
I have a feeling that he, in his head, he's like, well, as long as I'm here, they're not talking to Gian, so she's fine.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this has
gone south on us so fast. I'm so sorry.
I gotta say this. Like I knew this was gonna happen. No, I did not know this was gonna happen, but I knew that next up you were gonna be talking to these people. But this is not how I figured you would go about it. I thought you were going to take a different path, but
you think it would be better and turn out easier. You should have never expected something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so Frid,
I'm
You are
going
with
to turn
Garrett.
to Garrett. And I'm going to say, well, I have received some news. And I just want to share something with you. Don't feel like you need to respond to this, but are you familiar with any magics at all?
Garrett says, nope. I'm not. No. Yeah, just says no.
Well, there is a spell that someone knows that we have. Someone in our party knows that would let a departed soul speak to us, and that would, in fact, reveal what happened to this poor girl. Now, obviously, no one wants to do that. The family, least of all, understandably so. They want to let her soul rest. But to get to the bottom of this, that might be necessary. Of course, if that is what is necessary, then whatever the cause for the death, should that be a person, they will be quite punished severely. But if a simple confession were to come out from anyone, then I'm certain the sentence would be reduced, and heck, depending on circumstance, might even only be a fine for recompense. I can't say, but it certainly would be a lot less trauma for everyone involved.
Garrett looks at you and says, fine, yeah. What about it?
Well, I mean, the truth will come out, and those involved will be punished.
Garrett says, well, then if you don't want that to happen, go out and get a confession out of, I don't know, the drow maybe. They look pretty suspicious, don't they?
Well, they do look suspicious. That's why we spoke to them before you. And as I've shown you, I know a bit of magic myself. And because of that, I know that the drow didn't do it.
Garrett says, well, what do you mean? How can you know that? If you got a spell like that, why haven't you just used it on everyone?
Well, a bit more complicated than that, but if it were one thing solves everything, then clearly it would be done here. But I know the drow hasn't done it, and I know there's something you're not telling me.
Garrett says, well, fine. Cast a spell on me and see that I have not done anything. Will that make you happy? I accept your spell. Go ahead, do it.
This isn't what I want to.
Am I wrong? I don't like that.
Let me think about what I can do. Oh, I'm so on spell slots.
Do you have any detect thoughts left?
That's a second level spell slot, and I can use my 5th level spell slot to do that.
Oh my god. Okay.
So one detect thoughts left.
Oh gosh.
Garrett's just there. Come on, do it. Cast a spell. Do it.
See,
Did
do
you
know
like
who was on the other?
Did you like placebo affect him? Where it's like prestidigitation something and he thinks he's under a truth spell now?
I am going to say to him, I don't even need to cast a spell, because I'm not sure what you heard from who I was just speaking to, but I know you and many others tonight have been doing a lot of it, so I thought I might indulge in it. I too have been lying about something. When I said we weren't going to speak to your sister, I'm afraid I did fib there. Now,
Garrett just instantly stops you there and just like furiously shouts out, and it's just like, "What? You told me you were going to talk to my father. You've been lying to me. Why do you expect me to tell you anything more? Just cast your magic spell to figure out that I didn't do it and lay me out of here. I'm not telling you anything more anymore."
Wow.
Just cast your spells.
See,
That'll tell you that I didn't do it. Just do that, that'll figure it out, and then you can move on to the next person. I'm doing this job for you. You should pay me.
Got a little cocky there at the end.
see, your sister, she did say that she was involved. And I myself have siblings, and I care a great deal about them. And I'm just thinking about what would be easiest for your family here. I could use magic, find out the whole truth, and then report that and have that verified. Or we could have a simple explanation that it was an accident and a little slap on the wrist, you know?
Garrett says, I don't care about your family or your history. I don't care about you. Just do your spell and let's get it on with, okay? Else I'm out of here.
We're stumped here. Or at least I personally am. Oh, God. I am going to cast message through the door to where I last thought Mervyn was, and Mervyn might not be there, but I'm going to say I'm kind of stumped.
I'll say back. Do you want me to come in? You'll have to message again.
I will cast message again and say, he's. I can't tell if he's bluffing or not, but he's happy to have detect thoughts cast on him, or some other way of determining the truth. Either he's bluffing, or he really has nothing to hide.
Okay, I'll say. Okay, what? I'm gonna come in.
And as this is happening now, Garrett says to Frid, because you've been casting spells here. Garrett just says, "Well, is this it? Are you casting it now? Is it done? Did you do it?"
I'm gonna say,
I burst through the door. Quite the opposite, Garrett.
I don't know what to do in this situation.
Slam the door
really
behind
lost.
me, very dramatic. Very dramatic.
But yes, Mervyn does come in as Garrett, and Garrett just looks at himself and just says, "What is all this about now?"
Well, Your family is very cagey. So I took the liberty of talking to them as you, and it was very
Garrett just
enlightening.
jumps straight up from the chair
Yeah.
and just
Uh-huh.
just shouting out like, "This is ridiculous!" and starts like running towards
Oh,
the door.
Oh, okay. If I take out my crossbow, can he see it?
Yes.
It was like on my person when I cast.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So if I draw
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
he'll-
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I draw my crossbow and I point it out and I say, "Do not move."
Garrett stops right there and just like raises his hands. Is like just.
Did I just hear crossbow?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm just threatening him a little bit. Sit
Oh
back down.
god.
Garrett
Try
just,
to hit me.
Garrett just says, "What are you gonna do? Are you not gonna kill me? What are you people doing here?" And Garrett sits down and just keeps on going and says, just like points at Frida and says, "Your friend here said they have a spell that can figure out if I did it or not. They refusing to cast it on me. Just tell them to cast that spell so they can figure out that I didn't do it, and then I can go out of here. You don't need to kill me, okay?
Oh,
Just
Garrett.
take it easy."
I know you didn't do it. Would you? I know you didn't do it, Garrett. John did. How does he react? Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Okay.
Please.
I know I said it was dangerous. Like,
I'm kind of at the point
Lying.
where, like, this isn't my job.
we're throwing caution. We're throwing caution to the wind now.
We tried to help. We can tell the authorities what we've done, but we are not trained to do this. We have not been officially hired to do this.
I know.
I'm
Watched every
happy
police
enough to
procedural
walk
on
out.
Earth, and I'm still having a hard time. Okay, 16.
Garrett seems to be pretty flustered about the situation, but you're not really sure if it's because you like got him right now or if it's because you're pointing a crossbow at them.
I know that you met. Do we know the name of the elven girl?
I'm pretty sure you never asked anyone because nobody else knew it,
Oh, yeah,
and you didn't ask the parents about it.
Okay.
So
All right, so
Yeah.
I'll just we know that you and John met the victim tonight, even though you said you had never met any of them. We know that John did this, and yeah, we're giving you the chance to tell us what really happened now. And if you're still gonna be difficult about this, then we're gonna ask the victim. And then you have nothing to hide behind. You don't get to give your side of the story.
Garrett just says, if I don't tell you what you want me to tell you, are you just gonna shoot me? Is that how this works? Is that how you do these things? Like I said, this Dragonborn here just told me that they have a way to figure out if what happens, so why don't they do it? Tell me that.
Magic's a little more complicated than that, and sometimes it doesn't. Some spells don't work if people have like hardier minds, you know. It's
Garrett says,
you don't know magic. You don't know magic.
Garrett says, I'm telling you, I will accept anything you cast on me. Just do it. Don't kill me, okay? But just cast the thing on me, and I will accept you doing whatever you want, and you can figure out that I didn't do it, okay? That's how it is. Just do it.
I'm gonna go and keep the crossbow trained on him, but I'm gonna go whisper over to Fred. I'm starting to doubt that they did it.
Yeah, what gave you that impression?
Yeah. All right,
we
who's left?
Do we not have detect thoughts available?
I
Actually,
do one spell slot to use, and if he's so open to use it,
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hell of a bluff if he's bluffing.
Okay.
And even if he says he'll happily accept anything, that doesn't mean he will necessarily. And
God.
Whatever.
What do you think, Jake? What...
I mean, Fred, you have the detect thoughts. Go use it on
Yeah.
somebody, and figure out for sure. Use it on her, him, or Gian probably. I don't know, but like, it's a tool. We
Yeah, I
have
know.
one spell slot left. But we also have like no suspects left. Like, we can use all the resources, and
I mean, that's not necessarily true. I mean,
then we can sleep till the morning, get spell slots back, and solve it then or something. I don't know, but like,
that is fair.
we only have so many resources. I have none.
Yeah.
I'm just playing distraction. Like, make a
All
plan.
right.
Whatever you want to use
All
it for, him or her, but like something.
Detect.
You
All
got
right.
the plan. Go for it.
All right. I whisper to Fred. Detect thoughts on him or her. Which one? Which one do you want to do?
we'll do it on him.
Him. Okay.
Or is suggestion not better?
Oh. Do you make the check for probing detect thoughts deeper, or do you?
They make the check, but then
they make the check?
but it's a repeated check. And there's ways we can easily verify and have more with suggestion. Like if I say, follow my commands and do what I say, maybe that's a bit stretching it. But then if I said like do a star jump and they did a star jump, then that kind of implies that they could not do a star jump.
Can you use suggestion like zone of truth? Can you just say?
Not really. That's the thing I wanted to interject. That suggestion is not really like a truth serum spell, and the problem with suggestion that you have already faced is that it doesn't necessarily like you're not going to be able to, because it has that clause in it about it being a reasonable suggestion. You won't be able to get somebody if like somebody's murdered someone, you won't be able to get a suggestion spell true where they are going to be telling you that they murdered someone. That's not going to work out because to them it's going to be very unreasonable for them to tell you that, hey, I did it.
Yeah, I think detect thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I cast detect thoughts with a 5th level spell slot.
Okay. All right. Do you want to ask the questions or should I?
So initially, what you sense as Garrett's surface thoughts is just like just like thinking about like just being like, because Garrett just noticed you casting the spell, thinking like, finally, now they know.
So I'm gonna say, did you do it?
Garrett says, no. Is that it? You cast a spell and you ask a question? What is this? What's going on?
I'm going to try and probe deeper.
All right. So yeah, you make an intelligence check as well. Check versus check.
Can you not choose to fail it?
Yes, I mean they can choose to fail it, but you could also choose to fail it, I guess. But what I'm saying is it's a contested check, so I'm gonna have to have you roll it.
Oh wait, can I add Flash of Genius to it?
I don't think so, because it's just flat intelligence.
Okay.
I think you can add Flash of Genius to it, but it's a constant like
Every 6 seconds, so that's
Yeah, so,
a quick way to burn
Oh.
through the resource.
Interesting. Okay. When you are another ability check or saving throw, is I can use it on. If you don't want it, that's fine.
but yeah, now what are you trying to like figure out priority wise?
I've asked, did you do it? And then I want to know, essentially, has he done it then at that point? Like, does he know who's done it to any degree?
You start sort of trying to hone in on that thought, but you instantly like what you come up to is sort of a sudden panic reaction, like suddenly something really shifts, and Garrett just says, because the spell mentions that they know that you're probing. Garrett just suddenly says, wait, what is going on? What are you doing? What's going on?
You said you were open to the truth. We're finding that out.
Garrett says, you told me it was just a spell that was going to figure if I did it or not. But stop this.
Did you kill her?
I shake my head. No, don't stop. Oh.
Garrett just says, no. No.
Can we roll again? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Intelligence.
Please.
Oh my god. It's
You
contested, right?
yeah.
Can I add Flash of Genius to it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's now an 8.
So what are you trying to it keeps going. What are you trying to figure out? Like, are you trying to figure out did they do it right now?
Did he, or
Yeah.
does he know who did it?
Yeah, so in Garrett's mind, you like it's completely like chaos mode, panic mode, suddenly, and you are you are very like you get the sense that Garrett is now extremely worried about his sister, and just like is completely panicking over that.
Then I'm going to say, she might die if I'm going to say your sister might die, depending on the circumstance. What really happened?
Garrett says, just shouts out, "You leave her out of this. I did it."
I'm
Oh.
going to probe deeper.
We have confession. It's an extremely fake confession.
It's definitely not confession, but
It's extremely fake.
Can you do Flash of Genius again?
I have one more left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
I think we're about to sleep. Go for it.
yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
All right, last one. It is now a 12.
All right. In Garrett's mind, you again just like there's just like red alert about Gian, and Garrett's just like trying to come up with anything to say to make you stop going after her.
Wow. Then I'm going to say, did she mean to do it? Actually, can I bonus action beforehand? Before like my action does this or no? To use my bardic inspiration to decrease his thing.
Sure.
Cool. Then I would do that as my bonus action, and then as my action, I will trigger the effect of the thing. So that my roll is a 4, and my bardic inspiration takes off a 5. So he has
Okay.
to roll.
All right. But Garrett says to you just like, what do you mean? I told you I did it. Just I take full responsibility, okay?
Mm.
Let me tell you what happened. And yeah, you could probe on further in.
And do I get any malicious intent from?
Well,
Does he know if she maliciously pushed her?
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna drop an objection on that one. You can't ask. You can't detect somebody else's thoughts about somebody else's thoughts. Garrett
Well, I
wouldn't
mean,
know
what I mean
it so
is,
so.
Does he know if he has said to him that it was an accident or something like that, or that if she's
Yeah, I get what you're getting at.
If he knows to cover for her by saying that he's done it because he's afraid for her, then he knows he's spoken to her about it, and there's no way she tells him that she's
or he
killed.
witnessed it.
Yeah, either way, he knows most likely. I'd find it really hard to believe that he doesn't know if it was an accident or not.
Yeah. So you kind of get the sense that Garrett is trying to take the blame, not necessarily because, like, you're not a. The thing is that Garrett's not doing this sort of to just like be thinking that whatever punishment is going to be too harsh, but just because he doesn't want any punishment on the sister.
Then I'm gonna say. Does your father know what's happened?
Garrett says, just says, leave my father out of this as well. My father knows nothing. I'll tell you everything.
And I would again like to probe deeper.
Above 4. So 15.
Yay. Watch him now get like a 16 or something. Just
You do keep probing. Is there anything else you want to like try to?
Just kind of like, did he see it, or like, was he a witness, or did he hear about it?
You're not quite sure, but you think that you think that Garrett wasn't there because like you're sensing like all of this, you know, Garrett's currently like trying to figure out an idea of how to explain all of this, and it just doesn't seem to hold any water. So you don't think Garrett was there to begin with.
Then I'm gonna say, was there malicious intent or not, or was it just an accident?
Garrett says, it was an accident. I did it as an accident.
And then I will probe deeper.
Oh, yes.
you keep on going.
I'm going to try and figure out.
Maybe what was her relationship to
Yeah.
the victim?
Like why it happened.
Motive, yeah.
Like the
No,
circumstance.
he just said it was an accident.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
but they could have been having a fight and like she shoved her, not realizing.
dress is ugly. Blah, blah, blah.
Again, this is the sort of information that you
Yeah.
you would better get from Gian's mind. From Garrett's mind, you sort of you just kind of get the idea that pulling this like accident thing is coming from like the truth, like Garrett's trying to bring in truth into the whole thing, but just twisting it a little bit.
I'm gonna quickly say to Mervyn, keep him here, and then I am going to move. How far can I move? I can move like 30. How close?
How long does detect? Oh no, you pick a target with detect dogs, don't you?
I can transfer to anyone within 30 feet.
With an action.
Yeah. How many times have I used it? I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I have 4 more. So I'm going to dash action, and I'm going to move. Let's see. Straight line is there, and then 60 feet takes me to there-ish. And what's the range of the spell? Are we going close enough? No. So then
You'll just have to move a little bit closer then on the next turn.
Then I'll move.
Your move on this turn should be enough.
While I just want to say, I just want to remind you guys of the background that I've just been explaining Jurgle lore on absolution and things like that.
Yeah, and as we notice, Fred just sprint out of the door. I just tell Alvin like, "Yeah, he's been having stomach issues all night. Like, he's just, as you out of nowhere, just."
Alpin starts explaining to you a good cure for an upset stomach.
Oh, the turnips are fantastic. I had no idea. That's great. Thanks, Al.
I am then going to use my action to transfer the effect over to Gian, and if I'm allowed to speak, I will say what exactly happened.
And you have two things, right?
Yeah.
2 chances to probe deeper. Yeah. Okay.
So I
So wait. So hold on. You
move it over to her, so then I get her surface thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there was no mention of the door being open or closed, so we can assume it's open. I don't see any reason why you would have closed it necessarily.
To help her hear the sermons of Jurgle better.
So
Jurgle's a nice guy.
yeah. So Gian's surface thoughts are like, what is going on? Why am I listening to this person here explain something about some weird death bureaucrat god, and who is this now coming in here? And what was your question?
Let me remember what I said. What was? Oh, pardon me. How exactly did it happen?
Jian's sort of confused about this sudden situation, and just blankly goes. I don't know.
And then I will use the probe deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe. Wouldn't be surprised if it's not.
Okay.
What?
Hold on. I actually misread the detect thoughts. The first time you probe deeper, you don't do your intelligence check
Oh, okay.
because it's against your saving throw. The first time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Then it goes into the contest if they contest it.
Woo.
But so your saving throws 16 still? No, wait. Is it?
It should be. If I go to spells, it says spell DC save 16.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, but Gian rolled 17.
Ah!
So it didn't really matter, but I just wanted to so we remember in the future that the first one is a saving throw.
Okay, and then I'll say, we've basically got everything. How long has it been since Mervin cast his spell?
Little bit a little bit more than half an hour ago.
Yeah. Gian
Because it was half an hour.
Gian just
when I
says
walked.
as you actually kind of slam her with a spell into her mind, she just says, what happened? What was that?
I'm sorry, but we know everything.
I just read your mind. I've been able to do that the whole time.
Was this the card that you picked?
I find this whole situation to be so hilarious about Gian just being in this closet, just but like now again being subtly ambushed by somebody being just like, I know what happened. Gian just says, what do you mean?
Well, as I'm sure you could just tell, I used magic. Do I get a response from that?
She just says, okay.
And with that, I was able to read your thoughts and memories.
Just says, okay.
So I guess I don't need to say what happens next, do I?
She says, yeah, yes, you do. Sorry, I don't follow.
Would you like to make an apology, or do you just want to be handed over?
What are you talking about? I don't know anything, like I said.
Okay. Come with me. And then I'm gonna get more, and then I'm gonna get Donnie. I'm gonna call over. And I'm gonna lead them all to the room with
The two
Garrett's.
Garretts.
As you are leading Gian through the room, Gian shouts to Alpin and just shouts out, "Dad, don't trust anything they say. They are using, they're using magics on us."
Duh.
And
Duh.
and Alpin just starts kind of rushing over and just starts shouting out, "What are you doing? Stop right there!"
So
If he made that move when I was still over there, Donnie would have straight up tried to grapple him as he rushed.
All right,
So
go ahead and do a strength check.
just strength check. What's that? Whoa there, buddy. Come on. Loading's fun. There we go. Roll 20. Ooh, he's a nimble fella. Natural 4.
you grab onto Alpen,
Oh,
and he just says, let go of me. What are you doing? What is going on here? And as this is going on, Aramias steps in between as well and just says, what is going on? Explain what is happening right now. Let's calm this situation down. What's going on?
I'm going to call over to Mervyn and say, come out with him.
All right, I nod to Garrett to move it. Still have the crossbow on him.
there's still 2 Garretts.
Yeah, the 2 Garretts exit the room then.
All right, which
Wait,
one goes
is it
first?
The one without the crossbow.
Wouldn't you lead them from behind with your gun?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I walk behind him.
All right. So yeah, yep. One Garrett comes out, another one with a crossbow, and everybody just does a big gasp. Everyone's like, "Huh? What's going on?"
I hate that I can't take this disguise off. Oh
And then
god.
I will stand. I'm going to go stand on the table because I've got the proclamation. And this needs to be heard.
I like it. I
I
like
gotta
it.
Agatha Christie this situation, where instead of taking the suspect, the perpetrator to the police, you explain to everyone what happened.
Mhm.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling adventurers and that.
Yeah. And that cat.
Oh man, that cat.
Everybody
I say-
upstairs also comes over to the railing to listen to your
Oh, cool.
listen to this whole thing.
Oh, Bobbert. Oh, Bobbert.
We have received a confession. As you can see by looking over there, we have been using magic tonight to help us in our investigations. We are no experts at this, granted, but we have found out the cause of death here tonight.
As you're shouting this out, you also notice that the elves come out of their room. Not very like far from there. They just sort of come out to the corridor and just look at you, expecting.
In an altercation in the night, Gian pushed the elf lady over the railings. Garrett has claimed he has done it to take the blame, which is not true, but is understandable for him to do.
Garrett interjects here and just shouts out, "I did it! I told them I did it! It was me! I don't know what they are talking about! Don't listen to them! I did it! I'm confessing! They're not allowing me to confess!"
Shut
Then I will
up,
say-
Garrett.
Do you shut Garrett up by shooting?
No.
Donnie just like
Shut
whispers
him up
down.
once and for all.
Then
I
I'm
mutters under his breath to Alpin and was like, "Whoa, I did not know. Okay, my condolences."
We can either take his confession at face value and pass punishment to him, or we can pass judgment on the one who actually did it. Now, it is of note that Garrett only started confessing after, through magic, I found out that it was his sister who caused the death of the young lady. And I will look around the room to see if there's, and on the railings to see if there's any murmuring or any pointing fingers and gasping, and what the elven family are doing, if anything.
And there's that moment where even though we have extremely minimal proof and the culprit could easily get away with it because it couldn't be proven in a court of law, they start yelling why they did it anyways. while we're dragging them off, which is a problem I've always had with every police procedural. Why would you confess at that? Sorry.
Everyone's just sort of kind of just waiting for like what's going to happen, and the elven family just sort of keep on staring, and they're not really sure. You get the sense overall that you haven't really necessarily convinced everybody in the room that you know what's going on.
Like I said, he has now confessed, so we can leave it at that if you all wish. But again, pointing to two different Garretts, magic has shown that Gian has caused this death.
The innkeeper steps forward a little bit and just asks you, "Are you sure? Why? Why would these children do this?"
It was an accident involving alcohol. She closed her mind off to a degree, so some facts have been obscured for tonight. However, if we were to call someone with a zone of truth spell, then that would, without a doubt, damn her. Although, again, her brother has admitted to doing the crime, so there's your blame if you want to put it there. But also think about why he's admitting blame when earlier he was not. He's trying to protect his sister now that we found out that she has done it. All the details aren't clear. It seems to have been an accident. I have not detected any malice, but again, this isn't our day jobs. We don't go around solving murders. We have done the best with the tools we've had available. I'm telling you what has happened, but that is all I can do.
You hear from upstairs a familiar voice shouting out, "So what you're telling us is you don't actually know," and it's Bobbert.
Bobbert, you have nothing of value to add here. No one has asked for you to be
for an ass whooping, Bobbert. That's what I know for sure. Okay, go on the table if you want.
If you don't believe me, fine. Then accept his confession and then do whatever you want with him. I frankly want to go to sleep.
I mean, does it? Fred,
Gian steps forward and just says, "Don't take this up on my brother. It's true. I'm the one who did it. He's just trying to cover for me."
That is almost exactly what I said. And then I'm going to give a razor-sharp look at Bobbert. Like, yeah, you could have done better, certainly, you know.
Garrett still just says, No, it was me. I'm the one.
Well, the way I see it, they both clearly need to be punished, don't they? If this is the case, if they both committed the crime.
This is beyond us now. Oh, God.
Either way, is there anything else we need to do here? And I will look at
Alpin shouts out and shouts, "This is ridiculous! Who are these people? Why are they accusing my children of things they didn't do?"
We're the fire starters, bro, and we're not accusing; they're confessing. Different.
Yes. Fred, may I just point out that it's not exactly necessary to convince all these random bystanders that they were the murderers. We can just call the police and hand them over.
Yeah, I'm just asking for, the general consensus and to give everyone peace of mind of what happened.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hawks, if you asked us to find out what happened, we have done so. If you want to call the city guard or whatever, so be it. We've fulfilled our end of the bargain, of which we have asked for nothing.
nice little drop there in the end. The innkeeper says, well, I tasked these people to find out the truth, and it seems like they have done it. I don't know if this is if this is truly what happened, but we have two people who are saying they did it, so that's as good as I believe we can do here. I suggest we all return to our rooms and leave this as it is, and you and Aramas looks at Alpen's family and says, we are going to have to lock you in your room until the authorities come here. And Alpen just says, no, that's ridiculous. My children have done nothing wrong. It must have been that elf over there, and points at Calderon.
This isn't up for discussion.
We've been sitting down here this entire
We are all tired here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go up. Let's put them in their room. And is there a window in the Alpen family room?
No.
Okay. Perfect.
Conveniently, the only as mentioned before, the only windows in this place are in this common area here.
Oh, nice. Okay. So let's lock them in that room.
Almost like someone designed this whole place around this whole mystery.
Who would have done that? And Donnie's gonna go ahead and sit by the door that they're locked in, that opens out towards them. And
The door is actually like locked as well.
I'm
Like Aramas locks it from the outside.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Janice, did Tillman say that she tranced the first 4 hours? Oh, okay. Never mind. She didn't.
Yeah, it
even
wasn't 4
transfer
hours.
before. It wasn't 4 hours. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. Janice did start by trancing, which was important. Whether how much information you're going to get from the very first, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
All right. So, everybody going to sleep then?
Yes.
no, Donnie's staying up all night. He doesn't care. He'll take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Honestly.
It's I'm kind of scared to go to.
Yeah, I'm scared that another murder is gonna happen.
I say
Yeah.
we all band together, maybe even tiny hut.
You need yourself.
Oh, hey, I can set alarm.
What?
Is it ritual? It is. I can set alarm.
Yeah, set alarm around there.
Okay, you set an alarm against an unwanted intruder. Oh, let me put it in the chat. Okay. Yeah. So where do we want to put an alarm?
Their doorway.
Their doorway?
But
But if we're wrong, should we put it outside our doorway so we can't be hurt? No, we should do it.
We can tiny hut.
Okay. I'm thinking about where to put it strategically so that they're not gonna do anything, and then also no one else.
Well,
Is
Calderon
gonna
is
get murdered.
definitely going to be gone in the morning. I can 100% guarantee. And I feel like other people are as well.
Yeah.
Unless we're sleeping with our tiny hut by the front door.
Okay, you know
But
what
there's
I'm
still
gonna do?
windows here in the main area as well.
I have a great idea. Let's do you think someone would try and escape out the front door if Donnie's sitting by the stairs, basically?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't put
I
it
don't
past some of these people. If it's all lights out, it's dark, some of these people seem very stealthy.
Okay, let's. I want to put the alarm by the front door, and I want to wait till everyone's in their rooms, so that they don't know it's there. I'll spend 10 minutes doing that.
Why would you want to put it in the front door though? Just
So that if anyone tries to leave, an alarm goes off. Or Donnie, if you feel safer putting it outside the Alpin family room in case you fall asleep or something.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I have thoughts of stews and radishes dancing in my head, so I think
Okay.
I'll be awake. I don't think I should.
All right.
There's no reason I shouldn't be able to stay up. So
Any other suggestions other than front door?
unless you want to take like
You do multiple.
it takes 10 minutes each time. But
It takes 10 minutes each time, but it's not concentration,
Do it on
so
every single door.
I have four
entire
spell. Oh no,
perimeter.
sorry, wait, sorry. I have 3 spell slots of that.
What spell level is it?
It is first level.
Yeah,
Can
then you
I-
can just you can use
I
a higher
can't-
level
can I-
spell slot.
Can, I
That's
can
what
just
I've been doing
upcast it?
all night.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Let's put it outside every single room.
And then we can
Um,
just tiny hut and go to sleep.
And then we can tiny hut and go see. Okay. So
How
Wait,
many
how
spell
long
slots
does-
do you have altogether?
all together I have, hang on, did I cast any of these?
I think one by the
Rio09
door
is now
should be
hosting
enough.
the stream.
Why are we doing this?
6. I have 8. I have 8 spell slots.
We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we need for each family.
Well, there's 10 doors to rooms. If you want to include the so there's the tavern, the innkeeper's family room. Then there's your former room, which is now the room of a corpse and 2 elves. Then there's your other room. So that's 3, and then upstairs you have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms. So yeah, 10. 10
Well,
rooms,
that
so
means a couple.
10 rooms overall, so you'll have to choose 2 to leave out.
I say we do the family's room, Calderon's room, Drow's room, Bobbert's room, Philrack's room, whatever room the elven couple are in, whether we move them back up to their room or leave them in their room. And that's all we really need, I think, because I think...
Should we try and board up Sloptic's like little
That's going to be really rude, and if he's saying then to Waldenrich that we're treated him horribly, then that might come back to
Okay.
bite us in the ass. So
Okay.
I say we leave him alone. He hasn't done that much to harm us during this. Yet the other characters have been a bit more precarious.
Okay.
And obviously, we don't want the elven family going to kill anyone in their sleep, so they can
Is
be alarmed
there-
as well.
Can we move Sloptic and Tharm to a different room that doesn't have 2 points of entry?
I don't.
Because that just for their safety, because it's like I don't want to put alarm.
Yeah, no, I'm saying we don't alarm their room.
At all. Okay.
Yeah, like
All right.
he's got a guard, and none of us are going to touch that guard.
Okay, fine. All right. Then all of the ones that HJ said, I put alarms. Oh god, 80 minutes. I have to spend 80 minutes doing this.
No, because you just use.
I mean, you're using spell slots, so... Is it a
Oh,
10-minute cast time? No, it's a 1-minute
Well,
cast time, yeah.
Right, but I haven't prepared it in its ritual cast.
Oh, well, then your spell slots don't even matter.
Oh,
Yeah, then it doesn't matter how many spell slots you have, because if you're ritual casting it, you're not using a spell slot. That's the whole idea of the ritual cast.
I thought the ritual. I thought the idea was that I didn't have to prepare it. Oh.
I mean that too, but also that
That's why
you don't
happy
use spell slot for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Okay.
always down to me cast detect magic ritually, and then Janice jumps the gun and casts it because I'm not trying to use
Yeah.
a spell slot, but Janice can only cast that and I think maybe something else. But
No, but for Janice, it's not a spell slot. It's
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
at will, any time, as many times as possible.
Okay.
So it's even
then,
better
yeah.
than ritual casting.
Alright,
But
then
yeah, I mean, if okay, well, if you're using your spells or ritual casting, then I'm gonna have to say that you might want to limit it down, because otherwise you're gonna be here for quite a while sleeping. I mean, you can
Alright.
of course
How-
like sleep until 12 o'clock or something, but
Alright, Calderon and the Drow.
Racial profile.
well, no, those were the ones that had
He was
the-
very cagey. He was very cagey and he wouldn't tell us anything. And
Yeah.
honestly, since Sloptic is the target of whatever that other thing is, and the note was from somebody and to somebody, so there's another agent in this.
not
whole-
necessarily in this room or in this place.
Well, I know, not necessarily in this room, but I don't know.
But also, I'd like to mention, because you weren't here for it, the Drow, as said, is you're very sure that they are clean. Like you don't need to be suspicious about them. I would
Alright,
not think that
let's-
any of your characters would be suspicious of
fine.
them.
Let's scrap all of this. I'll just put it at the front door. 10 minutes, casting it. At the
Nobody
front door.
leaves.
Nobody leaves unless they know somehow that the alarm is there and leave through.
Well,
the
if they're just going to pick the lock and run, then there's not much we can really do.
Well, it'll set the alarm off
Yeah, and then they can
if they approach the door.
they can open the door, trigger the alarm, and just dash.
Sprint, yeah, that is possible.
By the time we get down there, they're already gone, especially in the dark. But
Okay,
That's why I'm here to slow them down.
okay. So
They go
the
through the floor.
it's an audible alarm.
Hmm.
Where's the freaking front door? There it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Donnie will be able to hear it, and so would we. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep, it's alarmed. Okay. So, in what room are you sleeping?
have we moved the family? The elves?
You have
Do
not?
they want?
We have not.
Do
Okay.
Do they want to sleep in the room? Do they want to sleep in the room with their daughter's corpse?
You have not asked. You have not talked to the elves.
Okay.
Revealed.
I
makes
kind of
sense.
don't have the mental strength.
Yeah, let's just leave them. They can do whatever the hell they want. I guess all 5 of us will sleep in the fancy room.
All right.
Well, not all of us are going to sleep. That's what we've said.
Oh, right.
I don't know
four
why
of
you
us.
guys wouldn't sleep and get spell slots back.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sleeping.
I plan on sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm just Donnie's by the door.
Okay.
Chilling.
Yep. Janice appears to go to sleep as well. So where is Donnie?
Literally right here. Oh wait. Like by their door in that corner. I just lost my pin. There it is. Like, I'm literally standing there.
Okay, so I'll just move you
Oh,
over
my
there.
bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Duh, I should probably. That would have made more sense for me to just.
Okay, and then you tiny hut and go to sleep.
Yes.
All
Do you
right.
have the- Do you have the spell slot for Tony Hut?
It's a ritual.
Ah. Wonderful.
We're learning about ritual casting.
Yes, of course. Of course.
All right. Then everybody goes to sleep except for Donnie. And Donnie, you hear mumbling in the room.
Can I put an ear and try and?
Yeah, if you want to try to eavesdrop, you probably could. So give me a perception check.
Okay. Gonna be yelling about how great the Empire is, and those elves are traitors, pieces of poop and whatnot. Perception, you said, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it seems like they are just like right now they're just like trying to figure out what happened. Gian and Garrett are telling Alpen what happened, and yeah, they're just trying to kind of figure out what's gonna happen to them.
And when they say that, like, I'm hearing them reiterate the confession that they did do it, like they are, as they're telling him what happened. It's like I pushed.
Yeah, you hear that Gian explains that it happened. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you're not hearing like a full like.
Yeah, like motive.
This is all of it documented down, that kind of situation. But you kind of hear that they're just sort of trying to figure out what's going on.
Okie dokie.
Eventually, the mumbling stops and they go to sleep.
Okay.
And everybody else goes to sleep, and we move on to the morning.
I was getting ready.
I can prepare new spells.
Yes, you can have now an extended rest. Donnie can have a short rest.
I don't think I lost anything, but that's nice.
Oh, well, you lost the one hit
Although,
point,
right,
so
good point.
you can roll a hit dice for that if you.
We're gonna need it.
I'm just gonna subtract it, then I even roll it because I need 1 point back. I'm just 8 hit die now. 83. Yes.
Okay.
Did you get more than 28 hit points, Fred?
I would have my max health, yes. Whatever that is at the moment.
Phew.
Yeah. All right. So morning comes, and the people in the inn just sort of start packing up their stuffs, and a lot of them are ready to move on, leave the place, grumbling about having a bad sleep.
Yeah.
Nobody has disappeared, as far as you can tell. Nobody has murdered anyone, as far as you can tell. Everybody seems to be maybe alive, probably.
Well,
As
one
far as you can
person
tell.
personally
Changeling.
doesn't.
And yeah, the innkeeper comes over to you, your group, and just starts telling you, well, thank you for your aid. It was a wild night. Everybody was on edge, but I think you did well. At the end of the day, you figured out the truth, hopefully. And I've already sent for word. God will come and aid us onwards from here, so you don't need to worry about it anymore. I know you adventurers don't tend to do things for free, but we unfortunately don't have too much to give you. I can give you some of course all of this is on the house, your stay here and all of your food, and in here you can have as much as you want now in the morning, and I can pack some of our finest wine with you as well.
Cool.
It's not worth a lot. Don't imagine that, but it is something at least that I can give you for your aid. But yes, thank you for your help.
We
Awesome.
did what we could.
No problem. Actually, give me 1 second. Sorry, making sure I have something. How do I roll 20?
A weapon? Yes, you have a weapon. You
No.
can stab the innkeeper.
I do have those.
Now that we've rested, we're going to kill everyone.
Do you mind? Do you mind if I use the kitchen, real quick?
The innkeeper says, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and make one of the meals that Alpin told me about yesterday to take it up to their room before we leave, and I'll let him know it's like, hey, you can't choose your family, but you can choose how you respond to stuff. So I don't know what's up, but figured you guys could use a taste of home before things get a little weird. So my condolences. You're a good father. And so
Yep. The family seems a little bit they're not really they're a little wary about any of you coming to talk to them at this point. But they just say thank you and yeah, send you off.
that's what I do.
All
All of a
right.
sudden, they walk to the front door, the alarm just goes off.
It automatically goes. It automatically.
It's 8 hours, so
8 hours,
it
so
would
yeah,
be would be done.
Finished when we woke up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Oh,
is there anything else you wanna do here?
I mean, one of them still might have problems. They might all have like angst against us, or
Yeah.
one of them might want to study me. So I'm keen to just move on.
Yeah. Let's move on. Is the plan still to get a boat rental?
Oh my god.
Now here is why. Here I would like to make the case. I looked up some rules about crafting, and I would like to, while we are traveling, do that, but we can't be walking and I'd be doing that, and since we're not allowed to sit on the back of the cart anymore, I would like a ship big enough for me to do stuff while we are moving. How long would it take to sail on that river to Farnlawson?
Wait, let's figure a few things out first.
Right.
Are we going upstream or downstream?
Hold on. Before we go into anything like that, let's stay where we are.
Right.
Because I just wanted to ask if you have anything to do. But there is something that happens in the inn. Because Slaptic comes over and talks to you.
Oh.
And Slaptic comes over and says, well, I think you did a good job. At the end of the day, you figured it out. Of course, I figured it out already a couple of hours earlier, but you finally did it. It was a good job. I think everybody here had something suspicious about them, but you were able to figure out through all of that who actual culprit was. I have prepared a letter for the guard that will ensure that these people will be treated well, and I will most likely travel with them to Lyvernia myself. But yes, I just wanted to congratulate you on your investigation.
Cool.
Thank you. If you do speak to the vice governor whilst there, could you send out apologies for not speaking with them again? We left in a bit of a hurry from Lyvernia, and we didn't get to say goodbye like we wished.
Slapstick says, certainly. Where are you rushing off to then? Why did you have to leave so fast?
Oh, well, it's part of our chartered guild mission. We had to check a lead in and around Ryvernia, but that has turned up dry, so back on with our quest.
I see. I won't pry further. I know you adventurers like to keep to yourselves. But I hope you have a lovely future ahead of you, and maybe we will meet again. Perhaps when I return to the capital.
Hey,
Perhaps.
Duke, did I already ask Slopdick about my schematics?
I'm pretty sure you did, because you...
I ask everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure you did. Because I'm pretty sure, well, whether you did or not, Slapdick's suggestion was going to be to ask somebody around the capital about it.
Yeah, Walton Rich said that as well. Right? Yeah, wait. Oh no, Alf Evergreen is the one who said that.
I like how you
Yes.
document down everybody's response to this, these schematics.
I hope there's something important. I hope, yeah.
Here's my new egg whisker schematic.
One of
Slightly
the machines-
overcomplicated.
Hey, one of the machines in that place, like, gave you the illness that they use to
Yeah.
give people like these grand powers. So, it's possible that it's a very cool
Yeah.
thing. It's
And they
possible.
have the living fire that
It's
just
possible.
Possible that it's cool.
All right. So do you stay and eat the food you were offered, and do you take the wine you were offered?
I'd like to take it all to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
take it all.
Take it, leave, and say to also to Slopdick, good luck with your research. No.
And Donnie is gonna be very not good with social norms. Be like, well, he said he could take all the food I wanted, and like literally just like a haversack full of veggies like over my
God.
back as I walk out. Like, I'm much appreciated. Y'all don't want it. Just and give the cat a little boop when I leave the storeroom too.
I'm gonna stare at the cat menacingly as I walk past.
You know,
The
talk to
cat
him again.
says, cat says menacingly back at you and kind of hisses
Fight me, cat.
at you specifically, and only you.
Yeah, seems right.
I want to again underline that it is just you that this cat seems to have a problem with.
Cats are racist. We know.
All right. So you're heading, of course, towards Savant. Apparently, I haven't moved the party token over here. But yeah, you're moving towards Savant, and just to quickly answer your questions about the stuff, it's gonna take you like again like 1.5 days to get to Savant. Then it's gonna depend on the ship or boat that you're gonna get, how fast and the weather, everything is gonna depend. But it's gonna take you about 2 to 3 days with a ship, if you follow the river. 2 to 3
how long,
days.
by foot?
By foot, it would take you about 5 to 6 days. So you'd basically be doubling your speed with the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, that's we're not gonna go traveling today though. You finally, after 3 sessions, you figured out the mystery. I'm glad you did. I'm happy that it wasn't too easy. I didn't want to just hand it over to you on a platter, though. I do think you did take some extra time on some unnecessary stuff, but that's fine. Plus, also, I wanted to, now that you are out of there and you no longer have a way to go back, since you have already determined that you are walking out and you're moving on, I can and Barbet is gone. I can confirm to you that Tillman was actually correct, and Barbet was at ease. Or this. Okay, so this character that you met is a changeling. There is a real Barbet that frequents this tavern. This was not that Barbet. This changeling had come in here to just act out as Barbet, just for fun. And
no, he was alright.
Yeah. So I just wanted to confirm to you that, because of course a changeling is not going to, even as hard as you press, they are not going to tell you that they are changeling.
It felt like a stupid plan of quit. Tell me you murdered them. Okay, totally. Yeah,
but yeah, I did want to confirm that you that yes.
Did John drop anything in the outhouse when she was out there?
No. There was no murder weapon or anything. In fact, so if you want to know the actual factual events, what happened was that Gian and Enwin. Gian and Enwin had actually sort of met during the night, during the evening there, and then they had wanted to sneak out of their rooms and have a bottle of wine and chat, and then Enwin had just stumbled and fallen. And that's kind of the extent of it. So unfortunately there wasn't any sort of like deep cult plan behind it or anything like that. Just an accident. But yeah, then Gian ran straight over into the room where with Garrett they sort of quickly hatched a plan to just like, don't tell anything, don't say anything.
Yeah.
And they were hoping that you were going to blame it on somebody else.
Yeah, there was lots of suspicious people there.
Yeah, but also like as bonus points, you did also find out about the whole plan with the whole thing with Calderon. That was good. You basically you turned over every stone, and you pretty much discovered all the like secret little things I threw in there, even the cat eventually even the cat. I was thinking that was going to be the one thing where I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. Did the cat see it happen or no?
No, the cat would have been able to tell you about like hearing the two talking. It did not see them, but it would have been able to, give you a hint that there were two people who were just having a normal conversation. But you would have had to sort of force it out of the cat.
Stupid cat. Is it? Do we know the reason? Like, is it? Can you say why the cat didn't want to talk to me in particular? Or
No.
that's still something to come. Or potentially.
What did you expect us to do? Like,
Because I think I executed
I've been wanting to know for 4 weeks now.
I mean, I don't know. I don't usually have too many expectations about what you do. Because you always do something else, but I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much what you did. I mean, in general, like of course, I was not expecting you to use disguise self to disguise yourself as that whole thing.
And it
I did
turned out
expect
to be
you.
key to discovering the truth. So
Yeah, I mean, you could have done it different ways.
yeah, oh yeah,
But I for example, I did definitely expect you to start really using that detect thoughts. I honestly, I did think that you would go for the corpse and use necromancy over there, which is why I made it hard to do it. You would have been able to do it, of course,
That would have
but
taken 15 minutes then.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
the corpse would not have been able to tell you completely, like, or because the thing is with it would have told you, of course, but the thing with speak to dead is that the hold on, what does it say? Yeah, so there's no, first of all, there's no compulsion for them to tell the truth, and also what they answer are brief, cryptic, and repetitive, so you would have not necessarily gotten like the full-on truth out of it, because actually, like, Enwin would not have wanted to just completely right away just, you know, accuse this or make it seem like this other person just tried to murder them or anything like that. So it wouldn't have been like the complete silver bullet, but it would have helped you quite a lot, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that. I was like, it can't be so easy to just talk to the corpse, and also in doing that, we'd have to like restrain the parents, like physically restrain the parents, and then
I mean, we could have done it
and
with
then
suggest, I think, or, like,
Suggestion,
to
yeah.
get them out of the room.
yeah. But
Yeah. The way I designed this, I wanted to make sure that there were a lot of different ways you could go about it, and I'm glad to see that you did
saw
go.
You're
And well, I mean, you didn't go through all of the ways you could have done things,
Yeah.
but yeah, very good. And actually, Tillman's not here, but I wanted to specifically mention that at the end of the first session you were here, Tillman specifically said, was the first one who said, "I think it's Gian," and pointed out that Garrett did have that little change in the story where first he said, I woke everybody up, and then said maybe my sister was awake already, and Tillman picked up on that, and I was really like, oh, okay, well, they figured it out. Next time it's gonna be 1 hour and we'll be done.
And Tillman didn't make it.
No, he was there for the next hour. He just didn't
Yeah.
do anything but like he stalled out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was when
yeah.
That was one without cake.
Yeah.
Turns out
But
I
yeah.
was the key. Just kidding.
Well, I'm just over here with like literally no good roles to use. I'm just like, okay.
I had very little
What
as
would Nani
well.
do? He'd be
I
the
mean,
muscle, I guess. Let's just be the
I
muscle.
had 0 charisma, and I have that whole like, if I didn't see the thing coming, then I haven't prepared the right spells, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's not always about like having rolling stuff or having, you know, a skill to use. You can very well like, well, role playing works very well.
Yeah, just getting creative. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figured whenever
Just talking to people and you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Donnie's charisma score?
Like 12 maybe.
Or useless without the bard, huh?
MVP.
Well, like in all my,
I
perception, I have proficiency, but nothing else helpful either.
I think it's fun that you maxed out your character on charisma, HJ, when it's like you wouldn't have to do much to be better than any of us at that stuff. Like every single one of the rest is so terrible with people.
Roll really bad.
No, I didn't, yeah.
Social
I guess,
cues.
yeah. I know we could definitely role play through it. It was more of a when we're on a battlefield, Donnie gets to shine and like dive.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So I was
Mm.
like, let everyone who has spells that are helpful here, like, y'all take the lead. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try and be a muscle and guard.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright.
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Y'all got
But anyways, we will be back next week unless anyone has anything coming up, any reason not to. But yeah, we'll be back next week with something completely different than mystery, murder, in quotation marks, mystery.
That sounded like a pretty big milestone to me, though. So I mean, like, we might come back at like level 10, though. Wouldn't we do that?
I was thinking of
We
how
did a lot
to
of work.
ask without asking for that.
You are completely you are completely correct. I am sorry to tell you that you spent level 9 completely out of combat, not being able to show off your new stuff because yeah, I've got to give you a level for this.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, are you joking, or did we actually level up?
You're level 10 now, so next time.
I can speak to Jurgle now.
I have no charisma in the game, but enough charisma in real life.
next
ready for one
next
more
time
infusion thing.
next time you will be level 10. And yeah, see you all next week then.
Cool beans.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right. Oh, I'm gone. Well, I don't know. I'm gone. Thanks everyone for joining in on today's D&Ds. Again, we will be back with more of this next week. Next week, otherwise, we'll have Chivalry 2, which I gotta remember to install. I'll actually hit it right after the stream. Chivalry 2 is probably where we'll start off with. We might do Satisfactory. The next update is coming into experimental there. And then there's going to be a lot of demos. That's for sure. So I'll be posting the schedule after stream here. And yeah, D&D will be on next Sunday as well. Thanks everyone, and bye.